straight out of Marble City. Rebel, you what they say. Yeah. Don't never use that. What? Came up running routes on a chalked up field. Hoops on a black top, chain nets, cheap meals. West on the jersey, now west in the heart. We were just a little crew, then the mission turned hard. Stallion talk strong, he gon' stand on truth. Two-pair tape got the cards for the lost eye youth. Coach Shane, old Mac with the game time plan. Big game, Kerry Reeves, show you how to be a stand-up man. Straight out of the west side, throw them W's up, watch the whole world ride. ROUSC, yeah, say it with your chest. It's not just a brand, it's a whole new life. We some rebels with a cause, all about that real talk. Clock hits zero, but the grind don't walk off. ROUSC, yeah, carry it for all of us. It's not just a name, it's the way we stand tall. We don't just chill when the crowd get loud. We stay in the city when the lights die down. Show love to the kids on the crack cement. Dropping knowledge in the huddle like it's heaven sent. Talk grades, talk faith, talk how to treat moms. Talk pain, talk pressure, how to keep calm. From the bleachers to the barbershop, past that flame. Every jersey, every nickname, learn the same last name. Straight out of the west side, W.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Italian Stallion, here for another episode of Rebels with a Cause. And that's just a little preview because we got a little bit more. I didn't get done with it. Sorry for coming on late, but I've been working hard on it. Been really putting in some hours. Been a long day. But listen, it's male therapy hour. It's Rebels with a Cause. You know what time it is because that cause don't stop when that clock hits zero. I'm telling you, man, we're growing this channel. We are a contender just like I was back in the day. And I'm telling you, we're here to entertain each and every one of you as we get the shows going. Last night, the KR Big Game Show going off on everything, man. Coach's Corner coming around the corner very soon. We will have a content of show each and every night to entertain you guys, and you just stick with us and join our cause. Smash that button. And for those that are already a part of our cause, I want to thank each and every one of you. Chokes me up to even talk about it. 191 subscribers, just to put it in perspective for you. Last August, we were at 91. We've gotten over 100 in not even 7 months. Honestly, man, that's what's going on right now. Over 20,000 views. Keep punching that like button and share us and join our cause because that cause don't stop when that clock hits zero, baby. Also, got some housekeeping. The views and opinions of this program are not affiliated with those of any other organizations or entities. These are solely the RWAX family's views, as well as our guest panelists who join the show. Also, if you want to come on and talk about what's going on with the mini chat box, you can ask your questions, voice your opinions. This is much your show as it is ours. And also, got to give some love to our sponsors, Miss Kim Castle over there at King's Chamber over there off Washington Pike. I mean, that's me right there, man. Every other week I go get all the services done. She makes the stallion look at least somewhat decent so I can entertain you guys when I'm on. But that being said, go pay her a visit. She'll shape you up. She will give you the royal treatment and treat you like the king you do over at King's Chamber. Let her know that the Italian Stallion and Rebels with a Cause sent you. Also got to give some love to our homie, class of 2003 grad, Mr. Alex Thatcher. There off Sutherland Avenue. That brew is good. That is the brew that's made from the heart of Marble City. So go pay him a visit, especially with how cold it is outside. You need that coffee to keep you warm. Also, if you want that more traditional look, go to Razor Shop Barbershop at Knoxville. Go hit up Josh Finker, Corey. Let them know Two-Pair Tate and the Italian Stallion and Rebels with a Cause sent you. Speaking of which, and every week. But that being said, I got some guys that got some stuff to talk about. How about them Vols tonight, baby? Getting it done on the road. Let me tell you something, Tennessee. Just to tell you, that's 2. And you win another one, it's called a winning streak. You've done it before. Get it going. And this is the time when you need to get going because we're very close to that March Madness, guys. I'm telling you, it's scary. to think about. Honestly, more than anything, because they need to talk about what they want to talk about. So that being said, let me bring him on first. A guy from the beginning, behind the scenes. I had some great pictures that I can't wait to share of his cause and get him some more love on that video, because there was a little bit of a mishap. But let me tell you something. Been a day one guy from behind the scenes, been on camera since episode 18, and very soon will be debuting Coach's Corner, which I'm sure you all will absolutely love, with the ideas he's going to put together to entertain you, so you can really get an inside perspective. Shout out to you, Jerome Taylor, from back in the day in community television, of what it's like to understand game planning and, just look at it from a coach's perspective, as much criticism as they get at the job that they do. But that being said, man, here comes the money. Let's bring him on. Shane O'Mac in the house, baby. What is up? How you doing, brother?
Man, that's that new theme song is a banger. Man, that had my head bobbing.
You liked it?
I loved it, man.
Yep, I had a couple that I went with. I was looking at, and I was like, "There's just something about it, and the words and everything, and it spoke to me." So, and I figured, why not? And there were some special pictures. I'm not going to ruin it, but I think next week you might even have a little bit of onions being cut up in front of you with what I had planned. I'd kind of jacked it from your Facebook. There was something about the conversion, and it didn't work out or whatever. But I know what I got to do, and like I said, it'll be fire next week's show. So definitely hit that up. So
appreciate it.
Before, yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, go on ahead.
Coaching photos of me in there. So, and there's some old school West photos in there too. So,
you are hinting at the fact that those were the ones I ripped, and unfortunately, they just didn't convert. But I've got it figured out what I got to do.
I'm going to take a stab. I'm going to take a stab at it, and I probably will cry. It's going to be senior night 2002. My senior year, me sitting there with my mom.
Yes. So yeah.
That one always gets me. My bad thing is my grandfather's one took that photo, and I've lost both of them. So, but I love that photo just because what it means to me.
Well, and that was the photo. That was the photo that was going to be used. So yeah, for sure. So and even a photo of you coaching your son when it said the coach thing. So just a little thing right there.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it. If I'm a little teary-eyed next week, y'all know why.
Yeah, well, and that's why I said it was worth waiting for, and I'm sorry we went on a little bit late. It was just giving me some conversion problems, and I wanted it to look fire and entertain everybody. But,
I will send those to you if you need those.
It'd be even better, honestly, if you text them to me, because that's how I got Carrie's photos, and that would be the best thing rather than downloading and ripping them. So if you just want to text them to me, that'd be the best thing.
Yeah, I need those a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, what's up with our guy? Last night, man, that show he was on for 53 minutes already got 20 views. He had 12 live and 8 since, and we're just going to keep promoting it and so forth more than anything. But he did a great job last night, and next week it'll be even better because, unfortunately, for whatever reason, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. He's got a fire intro video, and now that he's got his first show out of the way, I can even add those clips to make it better. But that being said, those watching live or recorded, give this man his dub. He's been a day one supporter, has joined us and been a great asset to this show and knows so much. And what a compliment last night given by our buddy, the great Larry Frank Jr. He said, of all these overpaid talking media hypes, I'd rather listen to Big Game Kerry. He just brings that knowledge. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but I gave you the word for word. So let's bring him on, the one, the only Big Game Kerry Reeves in the house. What's up, baby? How you doing?
What's up, everybody? Man, last night was fantastic. It was great to be on last night for my own show, and tonight is even better. What a victory by the Vols tonight in Georgia. Got a streak going. I'm going to be there Saturday night. It's Saturday night at the arena, 8:30 on ESPN with Auburn coming to town and Stephen Pearl. It's going to be a banger tonight. It's going to be a banger Saturday night. It's going to be a heck of a game, man.
And how ironic is it that we're having a show? We can even talk about that when we get to the college basketball segment. Stephen Pearl, West High graduate and a UT graduate, coming home to Knoxville, Tennessee. So of course we're going to talk about it on Rebels with a Cause. Why wouldn't we? So, but
you got that right, man. What a week so far, brother.
But that being said, let me catch up the Let me catch up the chat. There's our guy Rocky. Have a fantastic show. Yes, sir. Larry Frank loves the theme song. Absolutely. And
Oh,
there's
that was a
picture,
banger, man.
And here's
That
the thing. There's a picture from the last show that I have that I want to end it with or whatever, like when the song ends, with all 6 of us throwing up the W from last week's show, which was really special. All
Cool,
6 of us
man.
doing it. There's this like awesome shot that I got of it. So, but that being said, so it was just really fun to put together. And like I said, I've been working on it, but 12-hour days and getting ready for this conference that I'm going to be going on in Orlando. A big opportunity for your boy, the Italian Stallion.
Oh, yeah.
Also now nicknamed Mr. 5-Star Google Review, if you didn't look at it on IG earlier. And the thing is apparently it must have pissed some people off. I lost a few followers, and I don't know if we're going to lose some subscribers, but hey, listen, it's good to be back on top again. It's been a long time coming for your boy,
man.
the Italian Stallion. After the year I had last year, it's owed to me, honestly. So yeah, that being said, but guys, let's just get it going. Business just picked up. I hope he saw the intro video, because if he didn't see the intro video, he's definitely going to see the outro video when it airs again on the way out. But listen, it's my brother that did this from the beginning, and a lot of the clips and stuff that he sent me was going to be highlighted on this. And like I said, when I have a little bit more time, I will finish it and make it crisp like a nice Italian dinner like I normally make. But that being said, let's bring him on. The one, the only Mr. 2003 West, the voice of the running Rebels and Lady Rebels. The one, the only, Two-Pair Tate in the house, baby. What is up?
Woo!
Man, I don't know if y'all touched on it, but Kalou Fofana has really set himself apart as probably one of the best players in the city.
Oh, really?
His game against Carnes, he went for 30.
Gotcha.
And he had 22 in the first half.
Ooh.
I know some details about Carnes' basketball team. They need some players.
But I will say this, I will, shout out to my classmate. Her son, Remy Moore, is a really good ball player. William Summy, who I coached his dad in AAU basketball, he had an explosive game.
Does he got a little brother?
William Summy?
Yeah. Does he have a little brother?
I don't know.
Does he have a little brother named Brandon?
Might be. I don't know.
Okay.
But
just to let you know, we actually just went on just a few minutes ago because we hadn't even started yet. So you came at the perfect time because
really,
because I was working on the new intro video, and you'll get to see it when we exit out. And I didn't even get to finish it, but I had to go on, and it's going to be really special. You might be cutting some onions right in front of you, honestly. So.
And then, I want to say this: our girls won in overtime. And
first district win in years.
That's the first district win in years.
Fantastic.
Like, it's crazy to see where this program was, as far as the women's program, to where Cody, Jade, and Madison McCoy have gotten it. Like, they have competed in every game.
Yeah,
it has really been a testament. But no, seriously, if you do get a chance to get to a West game, watching Kalou Fofana is like watching Kemba Walker.
When's the next home game? I'll make an appearance. I'll make an appearance. So
a good question. I'll have to get it. I'll get
it to me. Let me know. I'll come.
But
I'll
no,
come see
seriously,
him. I'll support him.
To see him from the time he was a freshman to last year with that group. And he was one of the key guys on that group.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that group was almost like 10 seniors.
It was. And he's always been in that mix. He always has been. So, yep.
And then Robert Schuler. I mean, what more can you say about Robert Schuler as a senior? He's been playing very well.
The last of the law firm. The last of the law firm of three.
The last of the law firm.
that I nicknamed. So, yeah, for sure. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Ellen V?
I really, and I really wish Dupree was with this group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like they didn't utilize Dupree enough.
Yeah, he was the one that was kind of left out last year.
I felt like they didn't utilize Dupree enough because with the injuries, like I expected last year's West team to be a state qualifier, to be a state
We
team.
all did. We all did.
And it just didn't happen.
When poor Jay, what was it? It was
Reese.
Reese got hurt, man.
When Reese got hurt, I felt like that was the.
And it just had to happen against Sevier County. I mean, it was just a dreaded 2 weeks. There
I feel like it was an omen.
It was an omen
with Sevier County.
It was.
But no, I really want to give it up to both the women's and men's teams.
Without a doubt.
Pellissippi I feel like they've hit their stride.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like Pellissippi's been very up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down. Every game has been kind of up and down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But still fun to watch.
Absolutely. Well, let me just tell you this, though. The topic that I want to start off with, we'll get to the Super Bowl in the NFL and shout out to the West boys basketball team and girls basketball team. This college football transfer portal, you got coaches throwing other coaches under the bus for, malpractice. And then
Dabo,
yep, man. I mean,
Dabo.
And then Lane Kiffin, is he about to win it all now in Baton Rouge? We touched on it a little bit on Stallion Speak Sunday night, but right now he does
He'll
have
compete.
the transfer portal. So
He'll compete.
they'll compete.
I mean, I want the chat.
I think
box.
they'll compete.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as winning it, I think he had a chance to do that at Ole Miss.
Yep, I agree.
And I think that team, for what it's worth, I would have loved to have seen that team without the distractions.
Yes.
Because I don't think that they were the same team when they played Miami. When they played Miami, I did not feel like that was the same Ole Miss team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was not the same Ole Miss team.
Yeah.
And when you have a coach who goes on Pat McAfee's show and has one of the star players say, "I'm not leaving. I love it here." Like we can't reverse time.
No, we can't.
Like that's what we said in the media. That's what we said and portrayed to us being the pundits that we are now in the media world, because you left that team for dead, man.
Mm-hmm.
You left that team for dead. Now, kudos to them for beating Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
Kudos to them for beating Georgia. Kudos to them for slugging it out with a Miami team that was going to play for the national title.
Yep.
But I feel like that the question mark of this season is what happens if you don't take that LSU job until the season is completely over. You don't get those recruits. You don't get those kids from Ole Miss going to LSU.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
don't.
That's a great question. I mean, not only that. I think Larry had a thought on it. Kiffin will have a good year this year, but beyond it will be a challenge. Most of these guys are one and done, and kind of jump on that. And I love everybody's thoughts around it, around the horn. No pun intended. But the truth of it is this: could you imagine if they start to lose? Like, let's say they lose that Ole Miss game in September. Will they check out? Because they got a murderer's row there with 4 games in a row with Auburn, Alabama, Tennessee. Lane comes back to Knoxville, and those teams are either going to be either beaten up or in their full stride when that, the SEC is a gauntlet, obviously. So if those guys have a lot of personality issues, especially Sam Leavitt, where it starts at the quarterback spot. I mean, there's rumors Arizona State asked him to leave and didn't even want him a part of the team anymore. But,
and he's also a bit injury prone too.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting.
And I would have had that in the contract. I don't know what the final price tag was, but there's got to be something with these things, because now there's a report that's kind of come out that Carson Beck really wasn't fully healed from that. And was he really worth the $4 million? I mean, yes, he's the quarterback that was on the run and he made some big plays against Ole Miss. But realistically, it was Miami's defense and and Mark Fletcher that really got them there. And what's your all's thoughts being outsiders that aren't even Miami fans? Is that a fair assessment?
I felt
think?
like they put too much on to him to make the big play. Like that's not the quarterback he is now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you put that guy in that position where he's trying to hit a home run when you need to hit a single and hope to get on base. You still it was a 6-point ball game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like why are you putting the onus on the quarterback that you know his arm isn't the strongest?
Mm-hmm.
He won a game with his legs for his first touchdown of the year.
Facts.
First rushing touchdown of the year.
Yep.
But no, I feel like they put too much on Beck when Georgia was saying the same things that I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he just when you look at Carson Beck's overall college career, it's gonna be marred with turnovers to lose the football game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Anthony's got a question for you guys with being Vol fans. Who would you rather start for the Vols, George McIntyre or Faison, Brandon?
I don't think we're going to see Faison for a while, though.
I don't think so either.
I just don't.
Unless there's some injury, catastrophic
there's an
thing.
injury.
I don't think
Who,
so.
but who would I want to
McIntyre's
see?
not gotten the reps. Think about it. McIntyre's not gotten any type of rep. You lose Merklinger because he just didn't have it. He couldn't.
No,
He just didn't have it.
There's a lot of guys like that for Tennessee the last 10 years.
Okay, so I went to
the
the
highly
orange and
recruited guy,
I went
right?
to the orange and white game. No,
Yeah,
okay.
The day of Nico leaving the team, or Nico not showing up, and Heupel getting rid of him, McIntyre looked good.
He did.
Yes, he did.
He looked good.
Yes,
he
he
looked
did.
good.
Yeah, he did.
And I talked to my boys who they played for Tennessee. I got some close friends that played for over there, and they even said the same thing. Like that's who you want in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I can see that. I can definitely see
you
that.
don't burn anything by not playing him this year.
Yep.
Threw Merklinger in there when you had to.
Yeah.
McIntyre's was already down in Miami, freaking getting timing routes down with the receivers who are still coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But Faison in my book, he is a 5-star.
Yes, he is a 5-star.
I don't
Yeah, he
care.
is a
I don't
5.
care what the recruiting services did after he committed to Tennessee and dropped him a star, and then he gets dropped again recently. It's that whole Tennessee curse. But that's Heupel's guy. That's who he wants. But he also brought in Mac. So he's got his guys there that can run his offense the way he wants it to be ran.
And don't forget about the Straub kid he got in the portal from Colorado. He's pretty good.
I think he's just there for
well.
depth.
He played well when he was called on, but that whole Colorado thing is they didn't have enough on defense.
Yep.
They didn't have enough playmakers on all. You saw a difference when you lose a lot of that NFL talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They lost a ton of NFL talent, but Staub, when he was called on, he played well.
Did the job.
Normally when a kid leaves a program, you get a whole lot of bashing, and the Colorado fans love that kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he was
all I
starting
heard
over
about.
Lewis.
No. What I would hope happens is you honestly see a second coming of Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, he's got all the traits.
Everybody loved him, but he just he didn't get the reps and all that stuff. But look what we got out of him.
If you look at his skills on the sorry, everybody. If you look at his skills on the field, I've had a chance to look at some film on him. He looks and runs like a Hendon Hooker and can throw it pretty good too. So yeah, we've got nice little depth at the quarterback position.
No, but here's the other thing: we still don't know what's going to happen with Aguilar.
I think we just move on from that situation.
I think we have to count on him.
Okay, but do you move on, or do you let him? Or if he gets that last year of eligibility, he knows the offense. He's what?
He played well.
He's what, top 3, top 2?
He played what? But think about this. the year that Tennessee went to the CFP, that offense was not even near what the offense was last year.
It wasn't.
Oh, heck no.
What do y'all think
I'm
about this
thinking-
real quick? Sorry to interrupt.
We saw that.
Yeah, chat box has really been hopping. Anthony had a comment. Shane, that's what happens to players who commit to Miami that are 4 or 5 stars before they commit to Miami. They also drop a star, so he feels your pain being a Miami fan with the Tennessee losing a star when they commit to Tennessee. Larry says
you could be a 3-star commit to Alabama to match you a 5-star.
Oh, you magically get to be 5. So Heupel needs to at least win 10 games and make the SEC title game, or he's fired. That's a take from the great Larry Frank.
Larry,
So,
let me say
I
this.
agree. I agree.
Let me say this.
I don't agree.
Let me say this. Before Josh Heupel comes to Tennessee, Tennessee was 29-31.
Yeah, we're 45-20 now.
Yeah. And my thing is this: if you fire him, you better have a candidate. You better have a candidate. Because if you don't have a surefire candidate, getting rid of him is going back to Derek Dooley. We go back to Jeremy Pruitt. We go back to those guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to those guys. Heupel has stabilized this program. If you get rid of him if not achieving 10 wins in an SEC title game, you better get somebody in here.
But it's the state of college football right now. Because let's take James Franklin, for example. Winning season every time he was at Penn State.
He couldn't win the big game.
He couldn't win the big game. That was his only problem.
His problem.
He won 10 games a year.
When we dissect the coaches, are they competing for SEC? At least the SEC, at least, right? And I'm gonna say this: from where the program was,
yep,
he has taken that step that we didn't think was going to happen. But there's games that stick in your memory, like the Georgia game,
yep,
to where you're like, you know what, he just might not be the guy. But I don't think you don't take that notion, because I got to look at where the program was before him and where the program is with him, and that's 25 games above where they were.
Yeah, and I think that
but he's on the hot seat.
Yeah, and this is just me, and I'm not trying to make excuses for the position that they were put in by Nico and how good Aguilar worked out.
Exactly.
And there were some games that could have gone either way. I think
way.
what just sucked the worst is that Georgia loss. Your
the
season,
Alabama one hurts too.
Vanderbilt at the end left a bad taste in the mouth.
The way they lose at the end of the season, this is the way things ended gives you, like, that's where that whole hot seat comes from. Because for one, they didn't even look interested in the Vanderbilt game. It got bad quick.
And that was senior day. I mean, in
Knoxville. When's the last time do you remember Vanderbilt coming in Knoxville on senior day and winning?
2005.
Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler game.
Right.
Jay Cutler.
Now, was that the final death knell for Phil?
Yeah.
When that happened?
That was the beginning of the final death knell. Now, to his credit, he did get to the SEC championship game in 2007. But when 2008 started out bad, that was basically it. He was getting there, but it was the start of 2008 that was pretty much the downfall.
It's funny that you bring up 2005, and I want to highlight Anthony's comment because he had a one for you guys. So let me just finish my comment because he had a question for you guys. But real quickly, I was having a conversation with Brad Holloway about the 2005 season of how, Tennessee was top 5. A lot of people forget about that with the number 1 recruiting class coming in, and there was a lot of hype, and basically they lose to Florida in Urban Meyer's first year, but they go on the road in the makeup game for the LSU Katrina game, win big in Death Valley at night, where nobody really wins back then, and then the wheels just kind of fell off.
They had a lot of injuries. I remember they had a lot of injuries.
Georgia, they had a lot of injuries. Yeah, and then they didn't even. And then at the end, it came down to that. Losing to Spurrier and South Carolina, that sucked as well that year. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was Spurrier's first year with South Carolina. He had just taken over from what was it called? Lou Holtz had finally hung it up. But Anthony's comment though was if Tennessee did move away from Heupel, is there a guy in the Tennessee fold like Mario was for Miami, like an alumni that you would want that for?
They had it in Kippy Brown.
Yep.
They missed that, but
passed him up.
That
was stupid.
That opportunity
for
up.
Derek Dooley and his cheap ass, not tipped and strippers.
You had Kippy Brown,
yep,
an NFL coach,
yep,
who was wanting to come back,
exactly, who wanted the job.
If you could, you burn the bridge with Kippy. Give me Jerome Mayo.
No. Too much damage still from his days with the New England Patriots.
I still think he still got.
He got screwed by the Patriots. He
did, but there's still too much damage.
I felt like he was the bridge to Vrabel.
Yeah, he was the bridge to Vrabel. That's all he was.
To Vrabel.
He's a bridge.
You know what I'm saying? As much as I love Gerard,
and I do love him,
being in school with him, I felt like if he's coming back, it's more so as quality control.
Yeah,
in that aspect. To the defensive coordinator a lot. Like Willie Inge is a good linebackers coach. To get the production from that group of guys, now you got 8 linebackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that wasn't even the deepest part of your defense.
Correct.
I feel like when you look at the alumni, and you rarely see a lot of Tennessee guys.
That ain't bad.
Like when T was the quarterbacks coach here, or did he get? No, I'm sorry. When he was at Kentucky.
Yeah, he was at Kentucky.
He was at Kentucky.
Yep.
Like how many opportunities has Tennessee had to put alumni in position? Like. You mean to tell me that you're not going to call up an Al Wilson? You're not going to call up a John Henry? Do those guys even want to coach?
Exactly. Yeah. That's your biggest question. Do they even want to do it?
The closest person you start bringing up to start coaching, if you get him in a position, you get Eric Westmoreland out of Baylor, who's a linebacker coach who's put kids into college.
Yeah.
That is true. You bring him in, you make him stay on staff and get him there. I love Emo. Emo's my dude. Like I love that.
I love Emo.
Emo is my dude.
But I feel like Willie's doing a great job with less.
Oh shit, JJ McCluskey.
JJ McCluskey, yeah.
As a wide receivers coach.
I thought he was a DB coach down in
DB
Tulane.
coach.
He's DB coach at Tulane, yeah.
Then you've got Montario.
Where's he
Hardesty?
coaching?
Yep, Hardesty.
Where's he coaching at?
Running back.
I don't know where he's at now. Last I remember, he was at South Carolina as a running backs coach.
Okay.
But that's been
School with Montario.
Anthony had a comment for me. What are my thoughts on the receiver combination at Miami? I'm going to tackle it more on Stallion Speaks on Sunday. I can tell you that Miami's brought in some dudes with Darian Mensah and Cooper Barkate, and along with Vet Vaughn and the kid out of South Carolina. And then you bring back Malachi Toney. I mean, they could definitely get 4,000 yards in the air between the four of them. And you're not even talking about maybe even a young guy like Josh Moore, who really didn't play that much, and Dylan Opshaw.
And getting Mensah, man, Mensah, that's huge. That's huge.
That was big.
ACC titles probably. Miami's going to be the majority favorite to win the ACC, and they should be the favorite.
It's just funny to me how everything kind of worked out to where you're taking the starting quarterback of the ACC champions.
I know.
And giving
from your former coach that you fired.
And he's going to play for the team that was the national runner up.
Yep.
It's a crazy coinky dink.
Did you hear what Bruce Feldman said? Did you hear what Bruce Feldman said? He said, "You talk about dunking somebody and giving them a swirly in the toilet." That's what Miami
basically
did. It was hilarious. I laughed. I spit my drink out when I saw Bruce Feldman, who's usually pretty calm and cool, but being a former Miami guy, he got hyped up. He got hyped up about it from On 3. So yeah, Willie Fritz at Houston might be an option. I don't know. That's a good one by Larry. So Larry also's argument for Heupel being gone is if Lane won 10 games and Pete Golding, would that put pressure on Tennessee?
I don't
despite what you were bringing up.
I feel like Ole Miss is a
here's what puts pressure on Tennessee.
Yeah,
Alex Golesh has a successful season at Auburn.
I don't think that they're.
But the question is, what's
this whole
success
thing with
at
the
Auburn?
pressure, the
7 wins,
pressure with Heupel,
8 wins.
You're looking at the 2 teams that they have to beat. Well, 3.
Yeah,
got to beat Georgia at some point.
And they're not even on the schedule.
But here's the beauty: they don't play them this year. They don't play them.
Okay, you don't Georgia play them this year.
You play Alabama.
Vanderbilt. You got to beat Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
that is. You don't lose to Vanderbilt. Hell, you don't even get to play Florida this year.
Nope. You play your 3
rivals,
Alabama,
weird.
Kentucky, and Vanderbilt. Beat all 3 of them. You're fine.
Didn't Vanderbilt lose one of their better receivers to the portal, which I was kind of surprised about because he was actually a player for them.
I'll be honest with you. I don't see Vanderbilt replicating the 10-3 success. I don't see that happening.
No, see, they had such a dynamic group.
Exactly.
They had a dynamic
group.
Gone. That group is
gone.
Yeah.
And then you look at schools like Kentucky. They're never going to be
even Kentucky's best year. We still handed them their ass.
Exactly. They went 11. They went 12-2, and we beat them by 3 scores.
Yeah, and then you look at the history of where they've had some players. Yeah. They've had an Andre Woodson who was winning a ton of football games that year. They still couldn't beat.
Yeah, Anthony. No, Peyton Manning don't want to be the head coach. He would not. I mean, he enjoys what he's doing right now and so forth. And then not to mention with his son. His son's about to be the starting quarterback at Baylor that just won state. And I mean, he's going to be there for the next 4 years, winning more state titles at the private school level at Tennessee.
Exactly. And Peyton's got more money than damn it. He doesn't need the money. He don't need the
Plus,
job.
he probably enjoys that Monday night gig with his brother Eli. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
him and Eli got that gig.
This is the thing. Like, guys like Peyton, they don't want the scrutiny that comes with the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
Yeah.
Think about this. If Peyton Manning is the quarterback's coach for the Indianapolis Colts, right?
Yep.
And they put up some of the worst stats, that's not reflective of his resume, right? Correct. Because he's not the one throwing the football. He's just think about it like this. Did y'all notice the difference between when Randy Sanders was at UT than David Cutcliffe?
Yep.
Oh God, yes. It was day and night. I mean, it was day and night.
Day and night difference.
Yes, it was.
Day and night difference.
Wow. Yeah.
Because that seat next to the guy is different than being the guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And think of all the scrutiny Peyton took when he was a pro. Think about that. He couldn't win the big game. He had to listen to that for 9 years before
couldn't win a playoff game.
Couldn't win a playoff game.
You
look at all that he took as a player.
Tennessee, Miami, New York. Matter of fact, Pennington beat Peyton Manning in a playoff game.
Chad, 41-0. I remember that game.
I mean, the sad thing is, and then not to mention, he was surrounded by Hall of Famers. I mean, Marvin Harrison, Edgerrin, and then Reggie Wayne. Is just a matter of time before Reggie Wayne.
I've got a buddy that works in the athletic department as a strength conditioning coach. He's been there since the Butch Jones era. Peyton Manning is at UT a lot.
Yeah,
he's a professor.
Yeah, and he also is like, even when there's not a game going on, he's there getting money for the school.
Oh yeah,
Multiple
raising
aspects.
money.
He's
One of the
never
biggest donors.
Yep,
he's never going to do anything to diminish his legacy here.
exactly.
Yeah.
And like I said in the chat box, we saw how we all turned on Fulmer.
Exactly.
Came the
Mhm.
and the freaking Pruitt hire.
Yep.
And how that went down. Payton's not going to do anything to jeopardize his stats at this school.
And hurt the university at the same
Yeah,
time.
as
He's
much
not
as
going
I-
to do that.
He
As
loves
much as
this
I love
university
Phil.
more than anything.
Exactly.
As
He
much as I
loves
love
his-
Phil, that wasn't some of the best athletic directorship.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I love Phil also, and I
Mhm.
think that almost was he wanted to prove he's still better.
I hate to say it because I love Phil as well. The truth of the matter is even the hire for the Lady Vols, Kelly Jolly, who really hadn't done that great at the other places she had been, but
Yep.
yet she was another Pat Summit. And look at what Danny White does. He goes outside the family, and now you've got a great coach in year 2.
I love
with
what
the
Kim
Lady Vols.
Caldwell's
And
doing.
Kim's
And
doing
that's
great.
why
Kim
and that's the other
Caldwell,
reason
Kim
I
Caldwell's getting a lot out of those freshmen.
Yes, she is.
A
Yep.
ton out of, and if that freshman group,
Sticks
if that
it out.
freshman group can stay together,
Yep.
I'm not saying this is it's still the era of Don Staley. It's still the era of Mulkey and Ariema.
But we're a
They're
lot
still
closer
here.
than we have been.
But out on that other coast, once Juju gets back,
If she comes back, she
if
may
she
not
comes
come
back,
She may just go to the WNBA right at right.
I mean,
right
she
when
could.
You'll
But-
probably
but
get more.
no,
You'll probably get
when
more money
you
in
look
Tennessee
at
if you want the WNBA.
When you look at it, the way Caldwell is getting those freshmen, I've never seen. It's
Hey.
been a long time in Tennessee women's basketball where the freshmen are playing like that.
I'd say since easily 09, 10,
Yep.
easily.
Yeah,
Yeah, class. You maybe had one that stood out, but not the whole class. Like
not
what
the
Pat
whole
was-
class.
Like Pat
Like-
used to get that out of the whole class or whatever, like
And-
that.
and,
So, but
And I want to say this about the men's team. That was a statement win against Alabama.
Yes.
Mhm.
That
And they
was
backed
a
it up
huge
tonight.
statement win.
And they backed it up tonight, beating Georgia in overtime.
Well,
They were
real
down
quick-
8 at one point. They
real
backed
quick,
that up.
I
real
feel
quick
like
before-
I feel like they've hit they finally are getting it, but
Mhm.
they gotta understand next month if you don't win 5 to 6 games next month,
Oof.
you start getting on the bubble. But I don't think they're I don't think
They're
that
not
like
they're
an
not going to
11
be on the
seed.
bubble. That non-conference schedule they played,
Yeah,
they have wins in their hip pocket.
Well, the
over
Houston win is the best win.
Or-
The Houston win's the best win
They're,
right
they're
there.
4-5 against squad 1.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that helps.
That's
Because they don't
amazing.
have any bad losses.
They have no bad
Okay,
losses.
if there's a bad loss, it's Syracuse.
And I don't think
Syracuse
that's
is
really a
actually
bad
good.
loss. And I don't think that's a bad loss.
I don't
Syracuse.
think it is now, but then it
Yeah.
was.
I mean,
Yeah,
I watched
they-
Syracuse play Miami on Saturday, and it was a back and forth game. Syracuse is young; they've got some talent, and
They
that's a
do
tough,
have
hostile
talent.
environment up there in Carrier Dome. I mean,
Yep.
whatever it's called now,
Hey.
but
Yeah, it's a
so.
different name now. I don't
2
even
weeks
think
from
it's
this
Syracuse.
Saturday is the first unveiling
That's what I
of
was
the
gonna
top
ask you,
16
Kerry.
of the top 16 teams in the NCAA tournament. You want to get yourself in that position. And Tennessee's got a chance in these next few games to put themselves back in that position because that schedule they play, non-conference, is their best friend right now.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Really,
Tennessee,
their best friend.
if they keep continuing to, I hope that they can get a 4 seed.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what they're going for, man.
If they can work their way, you don't want to be the 5.
Oh hell no,
That's
no.
a terrible.
You
it's a terrible
don't
scheme.
want to be the 5 against the 12. Historically, for
Historically,
you,
12 takes the win.
Yeah,
historically, because I think when we were a 5 seed, we may have played San Diego State with Kawhi.
and we beat them.
We beat them, but it was one of the toughest first round games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that team, that San Diego State team should have been playing. They shouldn't have been a 12 seed.
honestly,
beautiful campus.
Honestly, if you
Very
can,
beautiful campus.
if you can avoid the one, like for example, if you're a 3 seed, I think you're golden. To be honest with you, but if that's not realistic, fuck, give me 7. No joke. I mean, because here's the thing: because you can beat the 10 seed, and then there have been historically some 7 seeds that have knocked off the 2 seeds. Like we saw last year with St. John's. St. John's hasn't been the same since they lost last year, and they were a 2 seed, and we're supposed to be some dark horse, and they didn't do shit in that tournament. You know,
golden opportunity for Tennessee in the next few weeks to pile up some wins. Get Kentucky's reeling. We gave away a game with Kentucky that I would love to have back.
Yeah,
the good thing is we get a second shot at them, and the way Vanderbilt worries me.
Oh, Vanderbilt,
they're
Vanderbilt for real.
They got a kid out there that's
for real.
Can I tell you this? This is where Vanderbilt gets hurt, and this is what if Tennessee has a game plan, go inside, do not settle for 3-pointers, because Vanderbilt's weak link is they can't rebound. That's the thing; they don't have size. They're good,
but that's what happened tonight. They went inside with Georgia. They had as many offensive rebounds tonight as Georgia had total rebounds.
Unless the 3-pointers.
Statistically, we're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the nation.
We're third in the country in offensive rebounding.
Did Carey play tonight?
Florida's guys are going to
Carey played. He played very well.
Yeah.
Florida's guys, one thing I like about Florida is their front court play. When you got Chinyelu, that group, them dudes, that the guys that have the front court, like you look at the Connecticut's, you look at Florida, those are the teams that are going to be playing deep in March because of their front court play. Yeah. Even though I say you got to have elite guard play to win a national title, and I think they lost a lot of that with Clayton going pro. They still are going to be a tough out. I think
to throw out there another team that like impressed the shit out of me on Monday night, and I know that nobody likes them or whatever like that, was Duke just absolutely put belts to asses to Louisville. I mean, Louisville's game plan with their heavy guards was, let's throw up a 3-pointer, and then there's Duke going inside with Boozer and Malik and the Gongba kid, and I'm just like, they can't box out. I mean, and then Duke's not relying on the 3-pointer like they traditionally have.
The same game plan that Duke used, Tennessee used when they were here. Tennessee went inside and banged them half to death. They have no way to stop that.
Let me tell you about Louisville. I think a lot of it, if they're cold,
they're cold. They're done.
They're done.
And that's why they lost last year in the tournament. Go ahead.
Because they live on is the 3. Like Alabama. Alabama lives on that 3.
They've been doing that for years.
Alabama went cold. When Alabama went cold Saturday, like there was a stretch where I don't think Alabama scored like the final 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
Last 3:16, they didn't score a point.
The last 3:16, thank you. They didn't like that. And I'm gonna say this about college sports. We gotta. I know there's a loophole with this whole G League. Well, if that's the case, get Dalton Connect's ass from the Lakers.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Because he's unfairly getting a bunch.
I love that he walked into the Lakers front office and they demanded the trade.
Yep, and he should because they've misused him for 2 years.
Let me get him in Memphis. Or let me get him in Charlotte.
Exactly. Well, he was supposed to be in Charlotte.
Yeah, he should be in Charlotte.
But the deal fell through because one of the guys failed their physical. So once the guy fails a physical, Williams, the trade is voided.
And he's not even in Charlotte anymore. He's the starting center for the Suns. So
this is what I want to say, fellas. This is what I want to say, fellas. Like, this is what's really made this year a kind of an eyesore when you look at James Najee. James Najee was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
He was drafted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can get Jordan Bone back. We can get
you guys mentioned Jalen Carey. Listen, you guys mentioned Jalen Carey. Vernon Carey's son can come back because he only played 1 year at Duke. I haven't seen him in an NBA game. Right. I mean, so Vernon Carey technically has 3 years of eligibility left, even though he was at 1 year at Duke in the COVID year. Go ahead.
But this is what I want to say. It is made the college game. for what it's worth, it's not amateur sports anymore, and it is really semi-pro.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. But we got to get to a point where we got to quit with the loophole, because if that Alabama team wins with that G League guy, you know the rumblings that was gonna happen. Like for them to lose to Tennessee, and I felt like that was a statement game for Nate Ament, who he looked like a primetime PT peer.
Yeah, 21 more tonight. Hey, let me tell you something. Rick Barnes told us at the beginning of the season, this team after the midway point will be better than we are at the start. They're starting to look that way now.
Hey, do you want to know something?
What's that?
Do you want to know something, man? I'm going to tell you this. Like, this freshman class has been one of the most favorite freshman classes.
Best freshman class in a long time.
Well, you want to know something that really kind of pissed me off? Somebody just had to take a shot. And here's the thing. If anybody's really paying attention, Cooper Flagg is really doing good in the NBA.
Oh, he's
right
doing
now.
terrific.
Somebody made a comment, Cooper reclassified because of AJ. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. That's not true, because AJ reclassified to this class. AJ was really supposed to be next year's class. And you talk about they were different, in different classes. But Cooper was originally supposed to be in this class.
Yeah, Cooper should have been a freshman right now.
And Ament and Shelton Henderson and Koa Pete and Wilson over at North Carolina. I mean, they're amazing. This freshman Peterson at Kansas now is coming on.
I watched Wilson the other day. That kid's a stud.
Cooper at Peach Jam.
Did you?
Saw him go up against everybody that we're talking about, and he was, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's quite as kept. Really quite as kept, and
just like he did against Team USA in those in the summer thing. Yeah, I mean,
and even playing against pros, like he's shown me that, you know what I'm saying, he was already a pro. He was already a pro when he was at Duke. And
tell you what,
before he got to Duke.
Yeah, he just turned 19 3 weeks ago. Yep, he just turned 19 3 weeks ago.
I saw that kid for Wilson for North Carolina Saturday. That kid's a damn stud.
No, he's a stud.
Kid's a damn
stud. I really just hate the way, like, I don't know if Hubert is going to make it.
Well, that's what's kind of being talked about. Anthony asked, why is it? Let me see here real quick. Well, he highlighted Georgetown, not having the alumni base that Miami does, being a private school, of why they're not successful in basketball. But his thing was, he did mention that why was it harder for North Carolina to replace Roy, and it's been easier for Duke to replace Coach K with Shire. And
Shire was right there with K.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Thing that we got to understand, Shire was right there with K
on the bench.
He wasn't playing ball anymore.
Yeah, and K missed a couple games, and he was the guy that would coach in K's absence when K was sick a couple times.
He was being groomed.
Everybody, this was my thinking. It was either going to be Shire or Tommy Amaker.
Yeah.
And I felt like Amaker wasn't going to get that position because he wasn't going to take the lesser position.
Exactly.
Whereas you look at guys like a Nate James, a Chris Carrawell, a Steve Wojciechowski, Quinn Snyder.
Quinn Snyder, who's done great in the NBA.
All them dudes were assistants. Johnny Dawkins
in Central Florida. Dawkins is doing great at Central Florida.
He had him in the tournament a couple years ago. Almost beat Duke a couple years ago in the NCAA tournament.
With Taco. I was at that game.
Taco.
So,
But that's what I'm saying. Like with Shire, it was easier because Shire was with Coach K throughout the transition of Coach K leaving.
The last time North Carolina groomed a guy was Matt Doherty. He came right after Bill Guthridge. Dean Smith, Bill Guthridge, Matt Doherty. He was the last guy they groomed. They haven't groomed anybody since. Roy didn't groom anybody. Hubert Davis was in TV and walked it and left for 1 year to sit on a bench. And then he inherited the job.
Well, and then the other thing too,
but this year's been a struggle.
I'll give Roy Williams credit. And I'll give to Matt Doherty credit. He recruited those
Very
guys
well.
from the 05. Roy got it together,
Yep.
and then Roy got Hansbrough and that next group that came in, the Ty Lawsons and so forth. But
now, Matt Doherty was a heck of a recruiter.
He was
a heck of a recruiter. He just couldn't coach him, but he was a great recruiter.
Yeah, he just wasn't a good game.
He was a great recruit. Like, where's Matt Doherty? Is he at Essendon? No, he's at. He
was on TV for a bit, but now he's somewhere small. I'd have to look it up.
That's what I thought.
Shane, do you know where Matt Doherty is at now, by any chance?
I pull it up.
Yeah, so I'm just curious, but yeah, that one. That's. I'll answer this one. What are your guys' thoughts on Shelton Henderson, the freshman from Miami? He's an absolute fucking stud. And the scary thing is, he was originally part of this Duke recruiting class before he went with Jai Lucas to Miami. I mean, that Duke would have been even better with Shelton Henderson, but he went with Jai Lucas, who was his primary recruiter, down to Miami, and he's just playing lights out. That's another guy out of Texas.
Boozer twins are playing well, but
they are.
Yeah, they are.
It's just like,
I
want to say like Shire is winning at an alarming rate. Where
he is.
That's the fastest coach to 100 wins.
Where Duke has not even there was no drop off from Coach K.
None.
It wasn't
they won the ACC tournament his first year. And listen, hate Duke all you want. I like to watch a player. You watch Cam Boozer. I don't know what the knock is on the guy. If he's the third best draft pick and that guy's going to guarantee you 20 points and 10 rebounds and he's physical and the way he's built, what the fuck are we talking about,
you
man?
I'm
gonna go a step further.
Jeez, man.
I'm gonna go a step further.
Can play.
That Arizona group.
Yeah.
Cole Pete and them, they're good.
With Cole Pete.
Mm-hmm. I've been talking about Cole Pete all year.
They were in a slugfest with BYU. They were up 17.
Hey,
they almost choked that game away.
BYU's no joke. That's a good.
Miami lost to BYU. Miami's lost to BYU. I know how good BYU is. So
hey,
the Big 12. Listen, this may not be a popular
take. I think the Big 12 might be the best conference.
Big 12 is the best conference this year. Houston with that freshman kid and that group that came back falling short, they're a beast. Kansas is coming on now with Peterson healthy. I mean, Arizona we've already mentioned. Texas Tech is now a fucking problem with Toppins in that group. They're believing.
For Arizona, Toby Awaku, if you remember that name, he was here under Barnes, man. He's having a heck of a senior year out in Arizona. He's really stabilized the middle for them there.
Toby Awaka,
he's really stabilized.
Oh, we haven't even mentioned Iowa State.
He's coming off the bench. He's like a 6th or 7th guy.
Yeah. And we haven't even mentioned Iowa State. Iowa State has been a really nice story this year, honestly. So
Matt Doherty is a motivational speaker now.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
I wonder what his speaking fee is. I know how much it was to have Coach K come and talk to somebody.
Let's see.
I love Matt Doherty. I kind of wish was Matt Doherty. Was he was at before North Carolina. He was
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah, he was Notre Dame.
Yeah, and they were very good. And then Mike Bray took over for him.
And
Mike Bray did really good for Notre Dame.
Let me answer this.
He was another assistant of Krzyzewski on the 91-92 group that went back to back. He was an assistant. Jay Billis was an assistant coach. Now that's the TV. He was an assistant coach on that group. Yes. That's crazy.
And I'll answer this question from Anthony. They replaced Rupp fine. The guys that came after Adolph Rupp, Joby Hall, won a national title. Eddie Sutton got him on probation. He's one of the few that didn't do anything except put him on probation.
I was wrong about
Tubby Smith, Calipari. They all won titles.
Patino should have won 3 titles.
Yeah, Patino should have won at least 3.
I'm going to tell you this: Patino would have been the Nick Saban of college basketball if he doesn't take the Celtics.
Man, that's a great.
So my bad on Doherty's coaching career. It was Notre Dame for 1 year.
Yep.
Came to UNC for 3 years. They went to Florida Atlantic for a year.
Yep.
Went to
SMU too. How long was he at SMU?
6 years.
Okay.
Was that when?
Then he became the associate. Then he became the associate commissioner of the Atlantic 10 for 2 years.
That's right. I saw about Selection Sunday. He was part of one of the NCAA the selection committee.
Yep.
I always liked Matt Doherty though.
I thought
just
he was a
felt
good
like,
coach.
I felt like that North Carolina group, they didn't give it enough time.
Yeah. I just want to highlight this right away because, listen, I wasn't being a homer when I said this. I said, guys, Jai Lucas is for real, and I said that Miami was going to make the NCAA tournament in his first year. A lot of people laughed at me. They were picked like somewhere in the bottom of half, and this is not a bad Stanford team. Stanford's got an exciting freshman themselves who's a scorer. I mean, honestly, so that's a really good score for Miami if they can hold on for these last 3 minutes.
It's interesting that they show that Miami and Stanford because the football schedule came out today.
Yes,
for the ACC, and that first Friday night, Miami visits Stanford.
Hey, do you want to hear something really interesting?
Their first
and
trip to Stanford.
somebody that's a big fan of the show, my boy Kevin, big Miami Hurricanes fan, he said, man, you just know that the ACC has it out for Miami. Do you know that Miami has 3 Friday night football games? And they did lose a Friday night game last year to Louisville, and the 3 are Stanford, which is going to be the opening season game. There's going to be a game at Wake Forest. I already have tickets for that one because it's only 4 hours away in Winston-Salem. So that's going to be a Friday night. And then they've got James Franklin, since we talked about him, and Virginia Tech coming the week before Thanksgiving on a short week or what have you like that. So they've got 3 Friday night games this year, Miami does, and a Thursday night game. So, yes.
Hey, James, I'll tell you how happy about Miami. I'm looking at bracketology, and right now the latest predictions, Miami would be a 10th seed in the East region. So they would be comfortably in the NCAA tournament. Tennessee has moved up to a 5 seed right now, and they would be in the same region.
They'll get a 4.
As Miami.
They'll get a 4. They'll get
a couple more victories and they'll get a top 16 seed.
I'm telling you, here's what needs to happen. If they go through February with at least 1 or 2 losses, right?
Yep.
When it gets to SEC tournament, they at least need to make the semifinals.
They need to make the finals.
Larry, I think that Pitino was the real Italian stallion. But
I feel like, okay, you're going to have to pencil in Florida. I don't know if Vanderbilt can shoot the way they've been shooting. Kentucky, I don't know what Kentucky team we're getting.
Exactly.
Arkansas can be up and down as well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I got a question for you guys real quick. Anthony did ask this one for you, Kerry. Taking away the national championships in Indiana, can you explain how Bobby Knight got away with half the stuff he did when he was coaching with those players? Honestly,
because he won.
That's
because
why
he won.
He was the
for
general.
A long time. But it's when he stopped winning is when all the trouble really came. It's when he started struggling after 87, after his last national title in 87. That's when really all the problems started coming to light. Neil Reed, all the other messes.
Was it Sharon
Wilkinson? Bringing a whip to a press conference at the NCAA tournament, talking about, this will get us something out of the players, and start cracking a whip, literally and figuratively, start cracking a whip at reporters. It's stuff like that. That's what threatening people, throwing chairs.
Let me tell you something. That guy was I'm scared to cover him, honestly.
I remember him got in confrontation with Ted Valentine, and I thought he was going to kick. If he had gotten a punch at Ted Valentine, he'd have kicked his ass.
But I'll say this. You really got to see his coaching prowess at Texas Tech.
Yeah, you did.
Because there was no hope for that school in the state of basketball. Now they're playing in Final Fours.
Yep.
Hey, do you want to hear something really funny? I read his book. I did actually read the general's book. And what got him to get the Texas Tech job or whatever, he still knew that he wanted to coach. But he didn't know like Texas Tech. And the things that were important to him, he said that they had to have a good Italian restaurant, they had to have a good Chinese restaurant, and they had to have a good Mexican restaurant. He really said that in the book or whatever. And because the Texas Tech people took him to the different places, he said, okay, I'll be your coach. I laughed my ass off at that was part of the standards so he could have good meals when he was there or what have you. So because Bloomington apparently, I guess, had that. So, yeah. But
Hey, we talked about BT 2 pair. We talked about Tennessee's schedule. Starting Saturday, they've got Auburn, Ole Miss, second game with Kentucky, Mississippi State, LSU, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Missouri, and a second game with Alabama. They could do some serious damage.
I
The next nine
said we
games.
go. I said we go on a major run right there.
Yeah, they could win all nine. They could win all 9.
We
Hold
may
on, you
lose
said
one.
9? Hold on.
They got 9
hold
the next
say,
9
say,
games.
Say them one by one. And
All
I'll
right.
tell you.
Saturday night, Auburn.
Win.
Hold on. Is this at Auburn?
No, it's here. Stephen
It's here.
Phil's coming home.
I'll be there Saturday night.
Oh, they blow the doors off of Auburn.
Yeah, they're
Ole
going to kick
Miss
Auburn's ass.
is here.
They'll
Ole
beat
Miss
Auburn.
is here?
Yep.
They'll beat
Blow the
Auburn.
doors off.
I think that's actually closer. It might be like a 5-point
They
game.
go to Kentucky for
Chris Beard
Saturday
can
night.
coach.
Now they go to Kentucky.
I don't know
next
which
Saturday
Kentucky
night.
team though.
But Rick Barnes has had a lot of success in Rupp
In
Arena.
Lexington.
Yeah,
in
he has.
Lexington.
Okay.
He's had the most
So
success.
that's
in the arena.
so we got him for 4 wins right now.
Yep. Mississippi State at
Win.
the hump.
They
Tough place
suck.
to win, but I think they'll beat
They
Mississippi
suck.
State. LSU comes here. We don't know what LSU team you're
Yeah,
getting.
you don't
because-
know, but see, that's the thing. When you look at Mississippi State, could have one of those nights.
Exactly.
The Shark.
That's the one thing that they're not as talented as we are. But when you see them though, if they have one of those nights where
Yeah,
like
they're
South
dangerous.
Carolina has been prone to do,
Oh,
where
yeah.
everything just starts, they start flowing. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got
Get a
LSU
little work.
here. You got LSU here. You got Oklahoma here. Then you go to Vanderbilt. That'll be the tough one. You
I
got
think
Missouri.
Vanderbilt might be the loss.
You go to
I'll say
Missouri.
Vanderbilt might be the loss.
You go to Missouri, and I think you could beat Missouri. And then you get Alabama for
I
a
love Dennis
rematch
Gates
coming
though.
here.
Dennis Gates is a hell of a coach.
Yeah,
So is
he
that 10 games? Is that all that's
He's
left?
gonna
10
give
games?
us all we want.
That's not well, actually. There's 11 because they only played 2 in March, and the 2 in March at South Carolina, which will be a win because they're terrible.
They are
And then we host Vanderbilt here, senior
senior
day,
night.
So that's that close that they play Vanderbilt within 2 weeks or something?
within 2
like that?
weeks.
Yeah, they
Wow.
always do that though.
Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah.
say we went
Vanderbilt's
out.
always the last home game.
We went out, but we split it with Vanderbilt. We lose.
I
it.
say
Hey,
Tennessee
that's
goes
11
nine
out of
each.
12. That's 11 out of 12. If you could pull off 11 out of 12, you're a top 2. You're a top 8 seed at
Yeah,
that
that's-
point.
If
with
they can
Tennessee's
go
schedule.
11,
I'll go
if they
10
can
out of
go
12.
11 out of 12,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go 10.
you
I'll
go
10
11
out
out
of
of
12.
12.
I'm okay. What are we all saying? Are we thinking?
I'm saying
that they
10
go-
out of 12. And that
think
schedule
10 out of
10 out of 12. 10 out of 12.
I'm going 11 out of 12.
You're going 11 out of 12.
I'll go 10 out of 12.
We split it with Vanderbilt.
Larry said LSU's ass. Tennessee will win that one.
I said we split. I say we sweep Kentucky and we
I
split
think-
it with Vandy.
I think they got a chance to win 10 out of 12 ball games.
I do too.
I think that the
No, we split. My
Vanderbilt
bad. We
game,
split Kentucky.
the Vanderbilt game, I think they split.
Hey, and
And-
Vanderbilt
and
and
we split
Alabama
Kentucky.
are right.
And
Kentucky.
Kentucky,
We split.
I just don't
Oh.
know what Kentucky like.
We said
I
you don't
don't-
know
I
which
think
Kentucky
Mark
team's
Pope-
going to come.
I think Mark Pope is the right coach. I think he's
I
got
just don't
the
think
wrong
he has
guys.
the players.
I think he's got the wrong guys.
I think he's got the wrong guys too.
They don't the body
LSU
language.
is ass.
You're still coming on
Because when they
you're
win
still
a
coming on
game,
Calipari, guys.
it's like they surprised that they won.
Hey,
Yeah.
10
I'm going to
out
say
of
this, though.
12
I think
gets
what
them a
pisses
top 8 seed. Gets them a
I-
top 8 seed going into the SEC tournament. You get that double bye
yeah.
because it's all 16 teams. That double, you get that double bye, and the SEC tournament is actually in Dallas this year. And Tennessee Funny has a history of when the tournament is not being played in Nashville.
They do
When they
better.
played in St. Louis, they played in Florida. They have made the tournament finals.
But you know,
So
There's-
something about being away from the state of Tennessee.
there's an SEC tournament that I can't stand to watch that Tennessee lost while I was in college.
Georgia Dome,
When
the
the
Georgia Dome one.
tornado hit Atlanta.
The Georgia Dome. Yep,
Yep.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew
saw
you
that.
were.
Have
When
you
Georgia,
that
when
is
Georgia
the
went on their
one
run to
SEC
get to the tournament. Yep.
Anytime that SEC tournament comes back on like Classic or SEC, I refuse because I talked to Chris Lofton about this a lot.
Yeah.
I tell him, I was like, that's the one time I felt like Tyler Smith was going to be a lottery pick in that
Yep.
game because Tyler Smith in that game was the best player on the court.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
He was easily I felt like I was looking at a lottery pick.
Yeah.
And
Did you see the
way
the
that tournament unfolded? God!
Did you see the documentary? Did you see the documentary on it? It's called Miracle. It's called Miracle. It's a great documentary. It tells you about the guy for Alabama who hit the shot that sent the Friday night game into overtime. If he doesn't hit that shot and those people leave when that tornado hits, there had been a lot of people that would have been killed. He ended up saving a lot of lives with that game going into overtime that kept 5 minutes, and that's when everything happened, was during that overtime.
I remember that game. I remember
you get a chance to watch that documentary. You get a chance to watch that documentary. It's called Miracle. It is an absolute amazing.
It's one of those tournaments.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you talk about the SEC, and then I'm going to take it back.
And Tennessee was going to win that tournament. Could have won that tournament.
You remember when Tennessee lost to Jarvis Bernardo in that
Mississippi State?
That sucked.
Hey, wasn't
that
that
was 2009?
Hey, wasn't that the Brian's cousin?
Brian Bernardo? It was.
Brian Bernardo,
It was.
It was.
Yeah, and that was 2009, if I'm not mistaken, when that happened in the tournament final.
Yeah.
But I can name you.
Oh yeah.
All the wins when they won with Kennedy Chandler. That was a surprise.
In Tampa. That was in Tampa.
Then loses to Michigan in the NCAA tournament.
In the tournament, yeah.
We got to a team, we got misseeded because Tennessee with that team should have been a 1 or 2, should have been a 2. We end up with a 3.
Yeah, that sucked that year. Anthony asked me, does Miami have any ranked teams coming up on the schedule that could help them in the ACC tournament and overall in the NCAA? Yeah, they've got UNC and Virginia coming up, and both those teams are currently ranked. So they do have those chances to win both those games. But that Carolina game's going to be hard. It's on the road. So
I'll tell you what,
Monday night.
Virginia is one of those teams that's dangerous, man. Virginia is dangerous, man.
Yeah.
How different is Virginia without Tony Bennett now?
They actually play basketball.
They actually play basketball.
So yeah, I mean, it's not
They're
boring.
dangerous.
I remember we made fun of them on this show like crazy how bad they were. Remember?
It was brutal watching Virginia. Like
they were awful.
But they won. They won, and when they were winning,
yep.
Like it got they're the first to lose to a 16, and they had
and then come back and win the whole damn thing the next year. Yeah,
yep.
I mean, and they found different ways to win. I mean, here's how they got so lucky with that path. And I'm not look, the path is what you get or whatever. But I mean, like if they had to have played Tennessee that year, who got fucked by Purdue and so forth like that.
Oh God, yeah. You know, I still remember that crap.
And then here's the other thing too: how lucky did they get? Yeah, and then how lucky did Virginia get not having to play Duke for a 4th time, because Duke had basically been their kryptonite, beating them 3 times that year or whatever. They couldn't figure out the Zion Williamson, R.J. Barrett, but Michigan State outlasted Duke and got rid of them in the Elite 8, and then Michigan State loses to Texas Tech. So then you get Texas Tech against Virginia in the national championship game that put me to sleep. So, and it went to overtime. So, yeah.
Yep.
That put me to sleep.
Purdue.
That's what I'm saying.
Carson Edwards. I hate that guy. I hate Carson Edwards. Zach Edey, all them fools. Oh God, I hate them.
I couldn't stand the other guy that was hitting threes. Because
Robbie
Carson Edwards, I'm okay losing to a drafted guy. Like, I'm okay. But it was the other dude, the other guard who couldn't miss.
Yeah. Oh, I know who you're
I can't
remember that name. I can't remember.
He wasn't a name. He's not in the league or anything.
I think what pisses me off the most about that was that year had so many teams that were so solid and so many dynamic players, and it was that team that wins the national title. And I'm going to go a step further. Then we have COVID, which we couldn't help or whatever, don't even have a tournament. So that had to be stemmed for 2 years. We had to wait. And then the tournament was played in an empty arenas in Indianapolis in 21, if you remember that. So that sucked. So
I'm gonna say.
But Baylor was good. That was it just sucked that there weren't fans there.
That Baylor
tournament.
That Baylor group,
Yeah,
might
they
be
were
one of
good.
the best defensive teams.
Yeah, they were special.
Yeah.
Like,
and then
that whole
Gonzaga.
group.
I mean, and that just
They
showed
could
defense is
shoot.
better than offense. Yeah,
I still
could
believe that NCAA tournament, if we don't lose to Purdue, we beat Virginia. We
without
smoked
a-
Virginia.
without a
We
doubt,
would have
without a
smoked
doubt.
Virginia. We would have smoked
Easily.
Virginia.
That's what I'm saying. They got so lucky with the path. And then what about the fact
we
that
would've
they played
smoked them.
Auburn? They really weren't
Yep.
supposed to play Auburn. They were supposed to play Kentucky, but Kentucky choked against Auburn. Remember?
Auburn. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
I mean, Auburn had an
Virginia.
okay team, but Kentucky was really good that year. Was really strong that year.
That was our team to win the whole thing. I
Yeah.
still believe we beat Purdue. I think Tennessee could wins
Yep.
the whole thing because they
Yeah.
beat Auburn twice during that regular season. They had beaten Auburn 2 out of 3. That would have been the 4th time we would have faced Auburn. We beat Auburn and probably win the title in the game, in the championship game.
Do you know? I think that was Gonzaga's best chance that year with
Yep.
Rui and all them, and Texas Tech upset them. if you
Jalen
remember
Suggs.
that.
Jalen Suggs.
Yeah,
Hit
that was a
miracle
really
shot.
good Gonzaga team.
I
That was
Remember
thought
that
they
miracle
I thought
shot
they
he had
a
against
chance
UCLA?
against Baylor. I thought Gonzaga had a chance against Baylor. I didn't think that they could ever beat UNC. But no, Baylor. I thought that they had a shot.
Yeah.
I thought that they had a shot, but
fantasy matchup in the national title: the '87 Indiana team with Steve Alford versus the '91 Duke national champion with Bobby Hurley. I mean, yeah,
That would have been a great matchup.
It would have been a great matchup. So
I
yeah,
think
Anthony loves Jerry
undefeated,
Tarkanian, by the way.
running
Oh
rebel.
yeah. True story. I played against Christian Leitner as a freshman in high school. When he was
He
played
was in New
at
York. He was from
Orchard Park.
Buffalo up there.
He was
Yeah,
from
Christian
Buffalo. He
Leitner
played
was
at
from New
Orchard
York.
Park. I was at Jamestown. We played against him twice a year. I played against him, and he was a junior then. He was terrific as a junior, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
fouled out against him in the second game, but in the first game, I held my own against him. But in the second game, he had 32, and he took on all of us and just dominated all of us. He was just unbelievable. And
I think if he would have been on a better NBA team, more people
he
would have
had a
known
longer
about him. The
career.
Timberwolves were
If-
fucking trash back
If
then.
Christian
man. They
Leitner
were
goes to
horrible.
Charlotte, he has a different career.
Oh yeah, he has
Yeah,
a much different career.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about if
Him,
Charlotte
Larry
doesn't draft
Johnson,
Alonzo Mourning.
Yep.
Oh,
If
no.
Larry
Charlotte-
Johnson.
Think of how different Alonzo Mourning's career would be if he would have met the Minnesota.
Yep.
He would have ended up with the Heat. I can tell you that much. And I'll say this much: you talk about Charlotte right now. That's one of the hottest, fun young teams to watch with Ball.
Yeah, they are.
And Knipple. I mean, they are
Knipple.
great.
I
Oh, yeah.
love.
They're like
I
what,
love
19 and
Knipple.
28 right now. 19 and 28.
I
mean,
love
a
Knipple, man.
lot better than what the
Knipple's
hell
one
they were projected to do. I mean, goodness gracious.
Knipple
I
was
like
one of my
that
favorites
group, though.
last year, and I love that
group.
kid.
I like
Yeah.
that group. But look, I love the way, like, if you play with LaMelo, he's
Yeah.
gonna find you.
He'll find you.
He's like one of them dudes I would love to play.
Oh God, yeah.
Mhm.
He's one of those guys I would love to coach. I would love to coach that kid because he knows he'll find you an open way. But that team in Charlotte, yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Well, and then they got that Sion James kid from Duke that was
Yeah.
a lockdown defender, and all they do is they put him in, and he just locks down the
locks
best
it down.
player on the other for the other
They
team.
are
when
a
they put him
handful.
in.
They're a handful, man.
Young.
They get
Young.
another good. They get another good young player next year. Look out!
Yeah.
Right now, they're in the play-in. Right now, they're in the play-in game status. Right now, that's how good of a year they're having. They could move up in the East a little bit. The East is going to
Nuts.
be tough. The West is going to be, to me, the West is Oklahoma City and San Antonio, and everybody else is going to fight. Now, if Giannis gets traded in the next few weeks,
There's been talk about that.
there's
Yeah.
two places
Giannis
he
needs
could
to
go.
to Miami.
There actually is 3 places. Miami is one, the Knicks is the other, and Golden State is the third because Golden State's got a ton of assets that they would gladly
I would
trade
hate if he goes to.
if he goes to Golden State.
I will hate that.
Ooh.
I would not. I would love. When I tell you love, if Giannis got to Miami,
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I feel like I don't think Pat makes that move. though.
I don't think he
does.
makes the move. But if
you know what? I
should.
think he makes the move when Giannis is in year 13.
Yep. If Giannis goes to Golden State, you want to hear trembling in Oklahoma City and San Antonio? Because if you get Steph, Giannis,
Hey, listen, I don't want to troll. I don't want to
Good
troll, by the
luck.
way. I'm not going to troll, but I just want to throw this out there and so forth. How's that Houston Durant deal working out right now?
They are up 1 against San Antonio right now. And
Yeah.
I would say in the
They
West,
paid a lot of money and got rid of a lot of things for
Yep.
him. So
I'll tell you what,
yes,
Wemby, if that kid Wemby was playing college right now, oh dear God, he would be dominating college basketball like nobody's business.
he'd be Lou Alcindor.
He would be the Lou Alcindor of this
He
generation.
would be Lou Alcindor.
My God.
He would be Lou Alcindor.
He would be so
if he
unstoppable.
played
7'5". He hits threes. He drives the lane. He dunks. He's talking about entering the slam dunk contest at All-Star Weekend.
But you know what? No, he gotta quit shooting threes.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got to quit shooting threes.
not so many.
Not so many.
Not
Shoot
so-
about 4 or 5 a game, but get on the inside and do your damage, man. You're 7'5". You know how many people would kill to be 7'5" and be able to do half the stuff that he can do?
Oh, I know.
You wanna know the
Jeez.
surprise though? I did not think the Phoenix Suns would be doing what they're doing without KD and Brad.
Devin
Oh, I know.
Booker has been regenerized, man. Devin
Yeah.
Booker's having
They've got a couple of pieces because isn't Grayson Allen still with them? Yeah, and then they got Common Malawach and Mark Williams and the other kid.
Devin Booker's talking MVP, man. We're talking MVP
I feel
right
like
now with
Dylan
Devin
Brooks.
Booker.
I feel like Brooks should be on the All-Star team.
Yep. Dylan Brooks should be too. He's having a
And
terrific.
he's played, you know what I'm saying? And please, can we get Dog Connect back to UT?
Yeah, I know. Just get him.
Watch
Choose the Alabama rule.
Cavs game tonight. Like we are in an era where LeBron James is playing with Bronny James on the same court. Like this is the era. Like that's how old I am.
Could you imagine if we got Dalton Connect back, get Chaz Lanier back, and have them and Gillespie shooting threes all night long?
Oh.
Good luck trying to stop. Good luck trying to stop that
I
tree.
mean, if you got G League guys
Yep.
coming from out of nowhere,
Yeah, exactly.
and playing like, bro, when I started seeing him dunking the ball, I'm just like, bro, this is a grown ass man, dog.
I'll tell you who stepped up tonight for us, JP Estrella. He's quietly having a really good season.
He's
He
who
had
we needed him to
17
be.
tonight.
He's probably who we need him to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had
I really
17
wish
tonight, and
Cade
he was
was-
outstanding, man.
Yeah,
Guys, before we talk about the Super Bowl, I do want to bring something up real quick. It's funny you mentioned that about Tennessee, like in terms of that. The person when you just mentioned about the whole G League and guys coming out of nowhere. Somebody please check Tom Izzo because he spends more time talking about that than he does the actual games with Michigan State. And I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but it's like it is really bothering him.
Y'all have heard that
all
the
coaches. I mean,
NCAA is being petitioned to have that Alabama judge.
He's been removed. He has been removed. He should have never been involved to begin with.
that's absurd.
A
That's
known
absurd.
booster.
Who's a federal judge. There's no
Yeah.
reason he should be
Oh.
involved to begin with.
Oh,
Should have removed himself.
Just quick little side note: how we're talking about wish we could be 7'5" and all that stuff. Ever tell y'all who I found my mom's black book?
Who?
Oh God, was it? Oh shoot, who? Wilt? Was it Wilt the Stilt?
Wilt the Stilt. Slept over 20,000 women, man.
And you're
My mom screwed the pooch on that one.
oh man.
Shane. You could have been 7'2" or
You
whatever.
could have,
like
yeah,
that,
you
so-
could have.
I would have been happy with. I would have been happy with about 6'7". I would have been happy with 6'7".
Hey, we would have finally had a tall player at West that played basketball. So there you
Yep.
go. So yeah,
I've been prototypical tight end and small
Oh,
forward.
yeah.
But
And one last side note on that one. She told me what he said to her when he stepped out of the car. My mom was 5'1". He told my mom she was a perfect height.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my God. The guy that was in Conan the Destroyer. Carrie, how
Oh,
do
my
teams get
God.
around? Oh, how about this one for the chat? Carrie, how do teams get around recruiting and bringing in international players to college basketball when those guys are pro and already getting paid like a professional?
That's a good question. I mean,
It
we had
is.
it here with we had Vescovi and Milicic and those guys here, so we knew how to get her. No, Larry did not put that up there.
It's after 11 o'clock, so
He
we're
did not
good. So
put
there we
that
go.
up there. We are after live now. We are
But,
live.
I'm gonna use that
Hey,
one.
Why is it gotta be an
Hey,
18? Why is it gotta be an 18? I got ran over by an 18.
You asked about Houston's record. Houston is 28-16, and they're 6-4 in their last 10. They're 4th in the West.
Okay, yeah.
San
That's not a
Antonio
bad
is
year.
number 2. Oklahoma City's number 1. Denver, who lost a heartbreaker to Detroit last night, that was pretty bad.
And you talk about that Detroit team in the East is pretty good, man.
Is there anybody in the East that can compete?
They got 2 all-star players.
I mean, is there anybody in the East that can even match wits with Oklahoma City if they get back there again?
I think the
New
Knicks
York.
can. I think the Knicks can.
Okay.
I think
So it'd be a rematch. Yeah.
You
or-
know what?
No,
I think the Knicks and
no, it wasn't a rematch. They lost
Pistons,
to-
though. Like, when you look at the East, I really like what the Knicks have. I did not think Boston would be. I thought this was not going to be a good year for Boston. They're
Without Tatum. Yeah.
yeah.
Jaylen Brown is playing out of his mind.
Yeah,
He's a great player. It's a great damn player.
He's playing out of his mind.
And then
the Magic are good. I like the Magic. They're doing good with Bane and Banchero.
In their last 10, though, they're like
they need one more shooter. They need one more long range shooter.
Yeah.
And that trading deadline's coming up in a couple of weeks, so they got a chance to go out there and find somebody.
Maybe they can get Dalton Connect to go to the Magic. That would be unbelievable.
There you
so
go.
there you go. So,
if we can get Dalton Connect to either Miami or I'm for real. Like, I think this. Maybe it's me, but he can't be that bad defensively to where you ain't.
Yeah, he can't be. They don't play much defense in the NBA
There's no defense
anyway.
But he just doesn't even. Okay, they're the 5th. They're the 5th best team in the West.
Who's that? The Lakers.
The Lakers. They lost it.
How bad did they lose to Cleveland tonight? Last I saw, they were down 27.
Man, Jalen Tyson was throwing stuff that was hitting Lake Erie. Like,
oh gosh.
Not Donovan Mitchell out here dunking on Drew Timme.
Hey, real quick, before we get to the Super Bowl, I want Larry's thoughts on how bad the New Orleans Pelicans are. I mean, they stink.
I forgot they're a team.
I saw them the other night against Memphis. I saw them against Memphis the other night. They looked horrible, man.
I was embarrassed for that, man. I was embarrassed.
They do want to fight every game.
Zion is the biggest waste that I have ever seen. That kid is so talented. He just never took care of his body.
He lost his Jordan deal.
Yep. Hey, when you can't take care of your weight and you can't show up to play games, Jordan ain't gonna support you, ain't gonna fund your money, man.
Is he gonna go up there and go to Toronto and hang out with RJ Barrett again, or what's gonna happen?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna say this.
Stop banging porn stars and all that, but he bangs porn stars too.
The LA Clippers. Do y'all remember how I said the LA Clippers stink?
Yeah.
They are 9-1 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, they're actually put together.
Cheeks stuck together type of.
Oh, Larry. Larry. That's all.
That's
That's just nasty, baby.
That is. They stink. Yeah, the Clippers are a horrendous organization. And then, you know, I mean, like, speaking of which, you know, we'll talk real quick
what about
the
hold on in Portland for what they're going through as a team.
Oh yeah,
the coaching scandal, and they're 23 and 25.
Yeah, that's not bad for what they're going through.
For what they're going through, man. Let's get into it though, man.
Well, let's get into it. I mean, like, because we'll talk more about it next week. We have a whole week to talk about it, but I really wanted to talk about those conference championships. Can I just say this, and then I'll let you guys talk?
Yeah,
I knew that was going to happen. No, and then the snow came in, and I was like, "That's it. That's all they needed was the field goal by Borregales, and
did
they
we
were
all
in."
pick New England?
I
picked Denver. I thought Denver.
No, Rocky and Kerry picked Denver. We all picked New England because we knew better. We knew better. Yeah.
I'll never
I
trust
should have
Sean
put
Payton.
$100 bucks. I should have put $100 on it. So.
They
I'll never
had the
trust
white
Sean Payton
uniforms in the snow.
Oh.
Never trust Sean Payton.
And
Can I ask you guys something? Coach, you would have looked at the weather forecast, right? I mean, somebody should have been saying, hey, we've got until the third quarter before this system comes in.
Exactly. Vrabel knew what the weather was coming.
Yeah.
Vrabel's probably one of the best coaches in the fucking league.
And Peyton played right into his hands.
Tennessee
Titans should be ashamed of themselves.
And Peyton.
I said that in the group chat.
Yep. Vrabel
Tennessee is kicking their ass because of fucking bullshit fucking GM that we had.
And Kerry, not to troll. Yeah, and Kerry, not to troll. The Bills left one out there, brother. They did.
That should be us.
Man.
We should be playing Seattle in the Super Bowl because I'll tell you right now, if we beat Denver, we'd have killed New England. We'd have destroyed those rat bastards.
The weather would have been nicer up north.
Oh,
it just would have been cold, so at least you could see the football.
But so
we'd have destroyed them rat bastards.
I think the domino effect of all of that, like how the loss affects the franchise. When Buffalo loses, you fire McDermott, you move Joe Brady up.
Which is the right decision. Which was the right decision.
New England goes to the Super Bowl with Vrabel, and Belichick's not a first ballot Hall of Fame. Do you see the domino effect?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a domino effect.
Yep. Well, and Larry brought up the fact that Leonard Taylor, who was a practice
blocked
player,
the field goal.
Blocked that field goal. I mean, so they're doing it with Miami Hurricane players, and Borregales almost makes that 50-yarder in the win, so it would have even been 13-7 or what have you.
But yeah, Sean Payton blew the game when he went for that fourth. When he went for that fourth down,
do that.
If you knew the weather report, kick the field goal, because if they go up 10-0. New England's got to change their whole game plan. The fact that they went for it and didn't get no points, New England didn't have to change anything.
That was the momentum. That changed everything. Everything, because then they had a hope, and then they got rolling, and it was
I'm taking my point. I'm taking my points.
You have a backup quarterback, guys. You don't even. I mean, what are you? You're down there, and you jumped on them, and then you just left the door wide open for that.
Because the worst case scenario, you're going to overtime 10-10. That's the worst case scenario you could have gotten out of that deal if you kicked the field goal.
Yeah. I just knew. Well, and then my favorite part was, and you probably heard it on Stallion Speaks the other night. It was hilarious. So they interview Robert Kraft when they're taking the trophy, and they were like, Robert, what does this mean to you, and everything. And he goes, well, next to my family, who I love very much and take care of, is this franchise and this organization. I mean, this is just like my family. And I thought to myself, yeah, you took real good care of your family when you were down at that massage parlor in Florida years ago. You really had them in mind.
You fired Mayo after you make him the first black coach.
And you made him a scapegoat.
Thank you.
And then you fire him.
Yep.
It's like, bro, if you knew Vrabel was about to be out, just go ahead and not even make Mayo the coach. But you make Mayo the coach, you fire the guy, then you hire Vrabel, which was the thing you should have done in the first place.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, kudos to them. The Seattle LA game.
Oh, that was a classic.
Awesome.
I couldn't even watch the end of it because I had my show, but I was like, they're going back and forth. I mean, it was just like what you saw all year. What was it, Kerry? The stat you dropped last week: 1 yard and 1 point was the difference.
1 point, 1 yard was the difference,
and then you had 4 points.
Lived up to it. Sam Darnold was absolutely fantastic.
And Minnesota,
oblique.
That
was the best he's ever played. That was the best he's ever played. And he saved it for the right moment against the team in reality that has tormented him the last 3 years has been the Rams.
Yes.
First 6 quarters this year, he threw 6 interceptions. Yep. The last 6 quarters, he threw 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, and they won both.
And kudos to him. I like how when somebody said he's playing in like his first Super Bowl. No, his first Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. He was Brock Purdy's
backup in San Francisco.
That's
Yep.
right. That's right. He was.
And
So-
he credits that year that he spent in San Francisco saving his career because he learned how an offense, a Shanahan offense. He goes to Minnesota, does fantastic. Then Minnesota, for some stupid reason, I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
They're
Why are you
stupid.
going to kick him to the curb when the players loved him? When his teammates loved him, he takes a team-friendly deal in Seattle. Hey, he's there 2 more years, folks. They've got a chance to build something out there in Seattle with that young defense.
Oh.
Sam Darnold,
Defense.
Jackson Smith, the Jigba is the freaking truth.
I think
Yeah,
he was the
that's
offensive
stuff.
player of the year.
I saw
He
2
might
of the
be the offensive player of the
Yep.
year.
I agree with that.
To me, I saw 2 of the top 5 receivers in the game with him and Puka. Puka
Yeah.
was a 5th-round draft pick. To show you that anything can happen, he was a 5th-round draft pick. That kid's a superstar. My God.
Well, and now here's the other thing. Now with Charbonnet out with the ACL, you saw Kenneth Walker arrive because he was the dude. He didn't have to split the carries anymore, and we knew that when he was a beast over at Michigan State
Yep.
a couple of years ago.
That was the Michigan
He's
State.
been good since he hit the league.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
No, he's a beast. He just
He's
had to
a
split
beast.
carries with another good young back,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now that back is going to be out for a year recovering from that ACL, and now he's the dude. Now, real quick, I wanted to ask you guys' thoughts, chat box included. I'm a little surprised at this line barely being 5 points. I really am.
I'm not surprised at it.
I'm not.
Really? I mean,
Yeah,
I am.
The
I
reason
think
why I'm not surprised at it, New England schedule, they played that 4th place schedule. And then in the
Yeah.
playoffs, they did go through 3 of the top 5 defenses in the league. But Drake May did not look good doing it. I mean, he won an AFC
Yeah.
championship game throwing for 86 yards.
Yeah,
and running for a first down.
86 yards and
Go ahead.
running for 1 first
he's about
down.
to hit reality when he sees that Seattle.
And now
That's
he's
what I'm
got a
saying.
hurt shoulder against those bad boys in Seattle.
I just think it's going to be
with offensive line issues.
I will
Yeah.
say, if New England wins the Super Bowl, somebody got paid off.
Yeah, because this will be they're the luckiest team in NFL history. And
Somebody.
if they pull
paid off.
this off, there's money on it somewhere.
Well,
There's
the Devil's
money on it
collecting on
somewhere.
Bill Belichick selling his soul. That's what that's all about
Yeah.
right there. The Devil's
and
collecting.
talking about that, like, I don't know the writers who didn't vote,
Bill Polian had the pull on what happened.
but the thing is that was really egregious. That you know what I'm saying? Like, so you mean so what is the first ballot Hall of Fame coach if it's not that?
That is true. I
Yeah,
have
I
my
agree
own
with that.
spin on it. And I put Bill, when I heard the announcement that he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer, I will be perfectly honest with you. I wasn't surprised. And I'll tell you why.
Well,
I have
well,
him in a special category with Pete Rose, Barry Bonds,
Yeah.
and Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
These are 4 guys that had Hall of Fame careers before they
All
hurt
the
their
stuff came out.
sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
Belichick taping opponents. He had already won 3 Super Bowls as a head coach, 2 as an assistant, without taping people. Why did you need to tape people if you're supposed to be that great?
he was doing it. He was doing it beforehand. He just never got caught.
Yeah, he just never got caught.
Hey, Shane, can I ask you a question? Can you look up who was the last first ballot Hall of Fame coach? Like, I mean, because off the top of my head, I can think of Don Shula for obvious reasons.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. I mean, like,
Jimmy
who
Johnson,
was
that
like
was
the like what would be the criteria then if you don't have these scandals following you? My question. So,
Guys like Bill Walsh, probably.
Seifert, maybe
Seifert.
George Seifert,
Marv Levy. was the
Landry,
first ballot.
Don
Tom
Shula is-
Landry.
Don Shula is generally recognized as the last coach being as a first ballot Hall of Famer.
As the first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah.
That's what I
He has
thought.
the most wins
while
in NFL.
others like, hold on 1 second.
He has the most wins in NFL history. That's not a shock. Okay. That's not a shock.
See, Bill Cowher and Jimmy Johnson were inducted recently, but they were not first ballot.
But
They were not first ballot. That's crazy to me. I mean,
the only
Like,
three coaches to achieve
Jimmy
first
Johnson-
ballot
Jimmy
status.
Johnson should have been first ballot.
Easily.
without a doubt.
There's only 3 coaches ever: Tom Landry, Chuck Noll, Don Shula.
Yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense because they have
That
the most
makes
Super
sense.
Bowls. Like in
That
terms of
makes
that.
sense.
So, yeah.
That makes sense. I'm not surprised at those 3 names up there.
And I guess that there's asterisks by the 6 or the 5 Super Bowls that Belichick won because he got 5, right?
6. He has 6. He has 6. He has 6 as a head coach.
Oh, because Brady has 7 Super Bowls. Brady got the one in
Tampa. Brady's got
I miscounted. There we go.
Brady, right. And that's where you say how much of it was Brady.
Exactly.
How much was it Bill?
Yeah. Well, that defense.
I'm about to pull up the Brady luck for Super Bowl.
Here's what's going to happen. Brady is eligible in 2 years, and so will Gronk. Here's what I think will happen.
They won't all
Belichick, Brady, Gronk will all get inducted together, and as a side piece, Eli Manning. Because Eli Manning ruined the perfect season. He'll ruin the Hall of Fame day by being inducted.
Okay. real quick on all this.
I'm telling you.
We're going to go with the Brady luck. That's what I typed in.
Brady
2001 tuck rule. Brady even admitted that's a fumble.
Yeah.
That's why I hate the Patriots.
Did you see the documentary? Him and Charles Woodson. Yeah. Yep. He admitted it there. He knew it was a fumble.
Yeah.
Al Davis to his dying
the
day.
Rams were heavily favored. Brady won with modest stats.
Yep.
04, Carolina's kicker John Casey kicked the ball out of bounds late, setting up a game drive.
Set up the field goal.
2015, Seattle famously doesn't hand the ball off
to Marshawn Lynch, to the beast.
You throw there's only one pass play out of that formation, and you threw it. Same thing happened with Tennessee against Alabama this year.
Yep. Now, I guarantee you this Super Bowl.
And then the Falcons collapse.
If Seattle is at the 1-inch line with a chance to win the Super Bowl, Kenneth Walker's
walking in. So.
Kenneth Walker's getting.
Hey, as a matter of fact, Darnold could do the famous Peyton Manning naked bootleg because everybody's going to be going after Kenneth Walker, and Darnold walks in or whatever. I'm telling you. So.
Every time I watch that Alabama game, I'm like, oh, Peyton.
But then Peyton did it in a pro game. If you look at the Denver versus Dallas game back in 2013, because Tony Romo, when they did their game this year, they showed that picture of Peyton faking the whole world out and walking into the end zone. And all Tony Romo could do is throw his helmet off to the side because he knew they lost the game on that play. It was a 51-48 game. And they lost because Peyton faked the world out and walked in just like the Georgia game when he did the same.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember it.
That was the exact same play.
Same play.
But
as a matter of fact, a true story on that Denver, when he did it in Denver, nobody knew it. He never called a play in the huddle. He told him just snap the ball. Wow. He knew what he was going to do. Nobody else knew. Not even his own team knew what he was going to do. He just said, he told the center, just snap the ball.
Yep.
To piggyback off of what you did last night, Kerry, an awesome show last night in your debut. The Cleveland's got their guy, Monken, the former OC of the Ravens. So that was announced, but
Georgia national.
But we don't know.
Monken.
Let me tell you about what happened in Cleveland.
Go ahead.
Jim Schwartz was probably told by somebody. He was pissed that he didn't get the job because somebody in that organization, the search committee and the general manager told Haslam, the guy they wanted to coach was Jim Schwartz. Haslam pulled an audible and gave the job to Monken.
Oh my God.
Pulled an audible. Nobody knew until it came out in the media that he pulled the audible.
Jim Schwartz thought he was going to get that job. Jim Schwartz was horrible in Detroit.
He interviewed 3 times. He interviewed Cleveland 3 times through the hiring cycle.
Nobody's drinking anything, right? Nobody's drinking anything because you're going to spit this out.
Monken only interviewed once and got the job.
I know that Tomlin's side piece impregnating sorry ass won't be a first ballot either. And then Larry's thoughts on the coaches. Fire Mark. Poor Larry and his Pittsburgh Steelers. Poor Larry. He suffered.
Here's my thing. If you're going to cry at a press conference, Don't dress up in a suit and tie and sit there and cry.
He was
Have
doing
a
his best
t-shirt
Cody
on or
Rhodes
something.
impression. He was doing his best freaking Cody Rhodes impression,
Oh
crying.
my God, that was horrible.
It
That was
awful.
so
I was
bad.
embarrassed for him.
Oh
Honestly,
my
so.
God.
Oh my God. McCarthy ain't coached a game yet, and he can kiss my ass, that crying bastard. Oh my God.
And guess what? Aaron Rodgers is probably coming back to play quarterback one more year because McCarthy's there. Larry. It's going to be a long year. You know what the bad part is? He may be the best coach in the AFC North. That's what the scary part is. He may be the best coach in the North.
Yeah.
Because you got Zach Taylor in Cincinnati who's on the hot seat. You got a new coach in Cleveland and a new coach in Baltimore and a new coach in Pittsburgh. And McCarthy might be the best coach in the AFC North.
Unbelievable.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you. No, you can't make this up, guys.
You
I mean,
can't
I'm being
make this
dead
stuff
serious.
up.
You really can't. So, I mean, and then that picture of what's his name, Tomlin with the nurse that he did get pregnant in the off season.
Yep.
I mean, oh my God. So, woof,
I wonder if him and Sharon Moore are friends.
they're
Yes,
buddies.
they are.
They gotta be buddies.
They're hanging out.
Because I saw his arraignment. He had his arraignment this week. And I'm going to tell you something. That's
His wife, how's his wife still there? Like, that's what I want to
Oh my God.
It's because she's going to
It's
get
so
half in the
sad.
divorce. That's why. She's looking to see what she can get in a divorce. Because I guarantee
She's
you.
standing by her man is what she's
Yep.
doing.
She's
or
waiting for the
whatever.
NFL contract.
Yeah, she's waiting for him to go to jail so she can divorce him and take half. At least half. She'll
At
probably get
least
3
half.
quarters.
Yeah,
Because at least he'll have his OnlyFans account left over.
He's a star. He's an OF star. Hey,
He's an
but-
OF star. Him and Abella could do a movie together.
I'm telling you.
Hey, I think you need to pull us up. I think.
Yeah, hold on one second. I was messing with something, and I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
Hold on
man.
1 second.
Oh,
So
this is great.
yeah.
Abella Danger.
That was great.
That was a great rant the other night, James. That
Oh,
was a
thank you.
fantastic rant the other night.
I hate that I missed it, but I was a little busy.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, you were
Yeah,
busy.
you were busy, man. Let me tell you something. You were beyond busy. That's 3 steps beyond busy. What you were, Shay. You were putting in work, baby. Putting in work.
We heard people were walking different. That's what we heard. So
You were
yeah,
cashing
but-
You were cashing checks, man. You were cashing checks.
From what I've been told, my new name is Shane Daddy.
Wait, can I pull up this one? And we're actually talking in a world that the Steelers quarterback could be Dak Prescott or Aaron Rodgers next year. We're
I
talking
got another
about that
name,
right now.
possibly Malik Willis. He's a free
Oh.
agent out of Green Bay.
He's a good quarter. He did all
He's
right
a
for
pretty
the
good
Packers.
quarterback.
He
Yeah.
could have done great things in Tennessee had they not.
Had they not, yeah, he was another one of the mistakes. They traded him for a
Could you
7th round pick.
imagine Malik Willis and Cam Ward?
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm telling
And
you.
and getting Dayball, that was huge. Getting
Yeah,
him
that
as
was
your
huge.
OC, he'll get Cam straight. I'll tell you what, his track record is outstanding. He'll get Cam. Cam played well the second
Well,
half
he-
of the season.
he wa-
He's
he
got
wa-
a chance to build off of that.
Well, at the Giants, he wanted to trade up for that pick.
Yep.
They were willing to give everything to get Cam Ward at New York.
And
So,
they
nice.
didn't pull the trigger.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the Giants got a young group. Jackson Dart did good, and if Scatterboot can come back from the damn bad knee injury or the
Yep.
leg
Malik
injury,
Neighbors too with the
yeah,
ACL.
Neighbors. Yep. I mean, they got a great. They've
got good
nucleus there.
pieces. They got a good defense, so they got a chance to build around it. John Harbaugh's the right guy. He's going to get a culture change in there, and he's gonna actually get things straightened out. I expect them to double. I think they can double their win total next year.
Well, can I ask you guys this? Who is Vegas going to hire? They've got this number 1 pick. Who are they going to? What are they doing?
From what I'm hearing, it's either Davis Webb, who's Sean Payton's top guy on offense now, because Sean Payton, in his evident wisdom of blowing the Patriot game, decides to fire his offensive coordinator because he can't fire himself.
Oh,
Like
they
an
should just
idiot.
bring back Jack Del Rio while they're at it. I mean, goodness gracious. So goodness.
Oh God, he was.
Jack
But
Del
them-
Rio.
Yeah. But Davis Webb looks like he's the leading candidate for the Raider job. I don't know about who's the Arizona guy. You want to talk about a position that's also hard to fill? The Philadelphia offensive coordinator. They have had 6 people turn down the job. And it's not because of the talent. It's because of Nick Sirianni. It's because of the damn head coach. He shouldn't even be there.
Wow.
And now there are rumors that Vic Fangio, their defensive coordinator, may finally be retiring. So if that holds true, they're going to need an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator.
And they got a lot of talent on both
And
sides.
they got
of
a
the
lot
ball,
of talent
man.
on both sides of the ball, man.
Wow.
What
Rocky's hot take:
Rocky!
Steelers to the Super Bowl in 2027. Let me tell you this. I would love to know what the odds are right now for that, because if I had $100 and that somehow happened, that has to have paid like $1 million or something.
They'll
if
come
that
out.
happens.
They'll
So,
come out after the Super Bowl, but the New England Patriots at the start of the year was 125-1.
So you would have won
You
what,
would've-
12,500 if you put
Yep.
$100 on it.
If you put
So,
$100
yeah.
on, Indiana football in college was 160-1.
Yeah, I know Miami
Some
was
dude
100
out of
to 1
Vegas
before last
collected-
year.
Some guy out of Vegas on a futures bet won $2.5 million picking Indiana to win the national championship.
Miami is a plus 20,000 for 2027.
I know. With that Mensa pick, I mean, and that's the other thing too. You know how they had that early season top carry?
Yeah.
I was asking this. I said, was that factoring in that Mensa could have been the quarterback, or was that before Mensa was announced the quarterback? Because I think Miami shoots up there to number
Oh,
one.
I think Miami's a top 10 team easily, top 5
Yeah,
maybe.
top 5 now. So with Mensa,
Your top 3 for 2027: LA Rams, Seattle Seahawks, Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
950 to 1,000 for LA and Seattle, and 1,000 Buffalo.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually not bad.
New England 1,200, Philly 13, Detroit 13, Baltimore 14, Green Bay 14, Kansas City 15.
New England, next year, no matter what happens to New England next Sunday, we're going to find out a lot about them next year because they don't play a fourth place schedule.
The variable effect.
They play a first place schedule.
yeah. And then there's the Jets. And then there's the Jets.
Oh, did you hear about the Jets? Can't get. They need to fire. They need to just clean house because they fired the offensive coordinator. They hired some defensive coordinator named Ducker, or whoever the heck that is.
Are we talking about Mike Tomlin again, Dicker, or whatever like that? So, I mean, shit.
They hired. I'm sitting there going, that is a dysfunctional franchise. They have been dysfunctional since 1969. I still believe.
Suck, man.
I believe Joe Namath. Hey, they offered the offensive coordinator job to John Gruden. John Gruden said, "I got a better job at Barstool Sports than the New York Jets."
Dude, that's horrible.
He would rather stay at Barstool than deal with the Jets. That's bad.
It shows about the ownership.
Yeah, it just tells you
offense.
Woody just needs to sell the damn team and get it over with. Just find some
They just need to go ahead
billionaire.
and leave New York. Like,
They do. They do need to.
God.
I mean, I just don't know how you are so bad in the number one market like that. And they are actually more New York's team than the Giants are. The Giants is more New Jersey, but they,
But the Giants have been around longer. But the Giants have been around longer.
Giants have been a lot around longer.
The Jets,
Yeah.
the Mets,
Then
the
the
Islanders.
Jets, the St. Louis, the St. Louis get a team back.
Hey, the Jets, the Mets, the Islanders, they're the stepchildren of New York teams because they came in after the Giants, the Yankees, the Knicks, even the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets are like a high school team.
Oh my
They were
God.
so bad. Remember when they got beat by like 40 points last week when we were doing the show?
They got beat by 50. They got
Oh,
beat
my
by
God.
50 by the
Fucking
Knicks.
terrible.
They're bad to watch.
And the Knicks have
suck.
never, and the Knicks played 6,000 games. They've never beaten anybody by 50 until the Brooklyn Nets last week.
God.
They are
Well, let me ask
horrible.
you. Let me ask you this. Of course, we'll talk more football next week because obviously we got a couple things that we wanted to talk about real quick. We've highlighted basketball. I just wanted to bring this up because, guys, I hate to say this. This will be the first Royal Rumble that I'm going to miss ever. Honestly,
Yeah.
and I'm just not paying ESPN's prices for this ridiculousness. And I'll tell you this, man. Paramount is looking really good right now with that
Tell me
UFC
about it.
deal. They had a great the UFC card was fantastic last week, and then they got a great fight night this Saturday night. Paramount.
I got Paramount, and their coverage is really good. Their coverage was awesome. Was really good.
I don't know what ESPN was thinking with this WWE deal, and realistically, you're still getting a $5 worthy pay-per-view that you're going to have to pay big time money for.
Exactly.
And it's not even. And when do we remember the Royal Rumble happening? Look, great that it's in Saudi Arabia or wherever the hell it's going to be at. 2 o'clock, man. What happened Saturday night? No, it's done, man. The last thing that they had was John Cena's last match. It's over now. So that was the obligation.
The last Saturday
everything is now paid for, and you got to have at least $40 a subscription now for this crap.
Yeah.
So yes, and it's the same product. It really is. So I mean. Bad. And that's what I'm saying. This will be the first Royal Rumble I miss. And I hate to say it, at 2 o'clock on Saturday, I'll be watching college basketball. Go ahead.
Exactly.
When it was on Peacock, it was great.
It was perfect.
Damn.
ESPN will never get their money back.
They'll never make their money.
Atrocious.
So how do you watch the library?
Exactly. You can't.
You don't. All that stuff, the WWE Network that started all that transitioned to Peacock when they bought that's all gone too.
That's all gone.
Honestly, that's all gone. And then the thing is they got rid of a lot of the stuff on YouTube that you could watch back with the old clips because of the media or the library that you're talking about. Now that library is not there, and you don't have the YouTube videos anymore. So you only have the new stuff.
But you know what? That's what I would just watch the stuff on Peacock.
Me too.
Exactly. Me too.
And the documentaries were solid that they would put together. Yep. I mean, like this is. I don't think ESPN really knows what they did there. I don't know if they care, but I would love to know what the ratings are going to be.
I think it's TKO. I think it's TKO fucking them over.
Yeah, TKO. I think it's got a lot of say in this mess, and it's not been good.
And we all know that WWE is their stepchild. To
y'all hear the rumors? Shane McMahon going to AEW.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, AEW is about to make some noise. I think
some major
finally.
Moves. Yeah,
they got a good product. I mean, if they could, I mean, it's not like that billionaire guy needs any money. He could probably do a Peacock deal and maybe get them more going on. I mean, AMC showing TNA on Thursday nights now with an action movie. That's the thing now that AMC is doing. I never thought I'd see
and
that.
WWE stars NXT and all that is with TNA, so they keep falling back and forth there. So the WWE's getting more exposure with TNA because they're using NXT guys to go over there.
Do you all walk with Joe? Do you all walk with Joe Hendry? By the way,
I love Joe. I love Joe.
I like him. Man. I like him. He's funny.
Joe Hendry's cool. Anytime they say his name, like Joe Hendry, what? Don't say his name, and then bam.
Don't say his name, and then there he is. Anyway, I just wanted to bring. I just wanted to bring that up because it's just really sad because I remember we all would talk about the Rumble and Mania, and we're not even really excited about it because we don't. I mean,
exactly.
It's just not there. It's not. And then the Netflix thing between us guys, they could have really taken that up. And now a year later, that really hasn't been what it should have been. Honestly, the Netflix deal. No. I mean, I get the highlight condensed things or whatever. I did want to go to this, Carrie, because obviously you have your show, but what are some big college basketball games we need to be looking forward to this weekend besides Auburn, Tennessee?
Auburn, Tennessee is a big game. There's another game in Arkansas where Kentucky and Arkansas will play before. They're the game before Tennessee and Auburn. That's where you got 6:30 Saturday night. Tennessee and Auburn is at 8:30 here. And the other game I'm looking at too is a team that we haven't really talked about much, but they've, with Arizona and Michigan and Duke being good, UConn has really snuck up and become a really solid back to where they are. They have a tough trip to Creighton, where they have lost their last 4 trips out to Creighton. So Creighton knows how to handle them, and that's a big Fox game Saturday night.
I got an upset for you guys on Saturday. Book it right now or whatever, because it's happened many times before. And it's not that they're a great ball club, but they've always been like kind of a thorn in Duke's side. It's a noon start that starts off everything on ESPN. I think Virginia Tech beats Duke. on Saturday in
Duke
basketball.
has struggled there in the past.
Yes,
struggled there with their
Castle's
best
been
teams.
kind of a thing, and Virginia Tech's crazy enough to pull that upset. So don't be surprised. Noon start. I like that as an upset if anybody wants to make some money, because I'm sure Duke's probably a 15-point favorite, and why wouldn't they be? I mean, they've been 29-1 in the ACC the last 2 years. I mean, that's a crazy stat, no matter how bad a conference is. So
that's a tough place to play. It always has been. Blacksburg.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that one as my upset for this week. So, real quick, guys, let's go to They Stink before we close it out. And I want Two Pair to see that outro video when we close out the show. So hang with us. But chat box, who's still with us? What were your guys? Shane, Two Pair, Carrie. Who were your stinkeroos of the week in sports?
I got mine.
Go ahead.
Because I saw the highlight video of winter workouts in old Colorado.
Oh gosh.
When your mama is infatuated with your head football coach now and jeopardize your college football career, and your whole team is saying, come on, boo. Come on, boo. Boo Carter.
Oh gosh.
Bro, you stink right now, man. You had a phenomenal freshman season, and you're letting your mama get into your head, thinking you are God's gift to football because she's got a thing for Coach Prom.
Yep.
You got a dude who makes my son look big outdoing you in winter workouts.
That's sad.
Saying, come on, boo. You got this. Let's go. And you are jogging on some sprints. Man, when I was showing my 13-year-old kid, shout out to my son for his birthday yesterday, but man, you stink. Dog, you made the worst college decision, or not college decision. You jeopardized your entire pro football career.
Yep.
By listening mama and listening to outside noise. You were good where you were at if you had focused on your career and your craft instead of listening to what she wanted you to do.
He pulled a Nico, Shane.
Don't always know best when it comes to sports. They start looking at what you're going to do for them. You got to focus on you and what you're trying to do. And she screwed him over. He will not have the career that he could have had he stayed where he was at, perfected his craft like he was doing, and expanded on his freshman season. Boo Carter, you stink right now.
You suck.
Wrong.
He Nico'd his career. That's the new word. He Nico'd it. He nuked it and Nico'd it in one shot. Listening to mama. Telling you. Don't listen to your parents, man.
She's the biggest villain of them all. So
tell me about.
Yeah, and I'll even say this. I got 2 former players right now that are both in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
One makes sense. They recruited 5 freaking quarterbacks. He's probably never going to see the field. The other one, he's committed to 3 schools, and he's hit the portal once, decommitted twice. So this will be his 4th school since he graduated. Man, you've got to stop thinking. You got to start thinking for you and do what you got to do. Luckily, I saw today he's got a D2 offer, but the portal is, you can't guarantee you're going anywhere.
Nope.
You can't guarantee it anywhere. I've told my son, I don't know if he'll ever make it to college. I hope he does. Hope this kid grows, turns into about 6'2", like the rest of his mom's side of the family, and has a great career. But the only thing I care about is him getting a college education. Football is just going to pay for it.
Yep.
You got school. I mean, there's 6,000 plus kids in the portal right now.
Yep.
You all got to freaking understand that Football ain't the way it was when y'all were growing up. It ain't the way it was when we were all playing. We could put ourselves on film and got an offer. Now you're having to fight with 6,000 other dudes and high school kids. They ain't got no shot. So you better put stuff on film. And if you think you can find better elsewhere, you better think one more time before you hit the portal, because there's no guarantees anymore. You hit that portal, you may never play again.
Yep,
It's true.
it's so true.
Tooper, who's your stinkeroo this week, brother?
My stinkeroo. Well, we probably gonna be in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
We're definitely gonna be.
Come on, give it.
Let's start in New York. We're gonna start in New York. This is where I think people stink it. When you make changes for the same movie, it's like Groundhog Day.
It is.
The New York Jets. I don't get what you're doing. Also, with it, I want to send a stinker to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Because man, like, I mean, you win the division that many times, you win that many Super Bowls. Like, there's like 59 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's won like 8 of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been a part of 8. 6 as a head, 2 as an assistant.
Pro Football Hall of Fame, y'all atrociously stank.
He lost credibility there. So
but
he did.
That's mine. Yeah, those are my stinkers. To the LA Clippers, I want to apologize to you because you turned this shit around.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Can't make it up.
Can't make this
But
stuff up.
they stunk earlier in the year. Oh, they stunk. They did. But shout out to them, man. They've actually played well. But yeah, New York Jets. Thanks.
Yep.
I don't know
Kerry,
what you're doing there.
Kerry, who's your stinkeroo this week?
Oh, do I have a good one for you? We're going to the NFL. And we're going to deal with Stephon Diggs, but not him personally. He's got his own issues.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about his damn girlfriend, Cardi B. And the reason why we're going to talk about this woman, a 4-year-old in Denver picked the Broncos to beat the Patriots. What does Cardi B do? She goes on X and cusses out a 4-year-old girl. Literally goes on X and cusses out a 4-year-old little girl.
Wow.
To the point that a famous reporter called her out on it, and she had the nerve to try to say that she didn't say it, but she's on video. She's on X cussing out a 4-year-old girl. Cardi B, you're perfect with Stephon Diggs because one likes to choke him and you like to cuss him. Come on, man. That is stink of the highest freaking order. Cussing out a 4-year-old girl. Really? She can't do anything to. She's 4 years old. You let a 4-year-old girl get inside your head. You are so weak. It's not even, I can't even comment. Right? You got choke a bitch on one end and you got cussing out a 4-year-old on the other. You're the perfect couple. I hope y'all both go down together. I want Stephon Diggs. I want Seattle to lay him out first or second play of the Super Bowl, knock him out with a concussion so she can get up and not say anything and she can leave out of Levi Stadium.
March her carcass right out of there.
My God. Cardi B, Stephon Diggs. Thank God you're not in Buffalo anymore, because if you were still in Buffalo, they'd have whooped your ass.
Yeah, they would have. Soap party. So yeah,
you stink of the highest form. Yeah, Larry, she cussed out a 4-year-old girl.
Yep. Well, and here's the funny thing too. Larry also wrote this: the Steelers only get to the Super Bowl unless they were given a box suite. Fire Mike McCarthy. So that's what Larry said.
They'll play Renegade and then fire him.
you know, there were so many stinkeroos. Once again, my favorite person in the world managed to outdo himself again. There he is, friend of Stallion Speaks. Dr. Jim Phillips in the ACC. They released their schedule. This howdy doody bastard right here, who should still not be the commissioner. I mean, my God, I'm looking at the clock. It's 12/12, and he should have been fired on 12/12 of 2025, maybe even 2024, with the buffoonery that he does. And this guy manages to outdo himself a third time in the last month. He decides that it's a great idea to put the ACC championship from the 8 o'clock spot that you had. You're going and putting it at noon. You're putting it at noon. Who cares? And the Big 12 now has the 8 o'clock Friday night spot.
Yep.
So they, if anybody, did great by taking that Friday night. You know, shit, they put Miami on 3 times on Friday night. Why don't you just put them on another Friday night or whatever in December,
Exactly.
You know? I mean, in Charlotte. But no, you took the noon game, because that was one of your worst rated ACC championships ever when you guys used to have that noon spot back in the day. Dr. Jim Phillips, you stink. Just be fired already, for the love of God. Walk away. I know you won't, because you get so much money. You are the worst commissioner I've ever seen.
He's
You
got blackmail.
stink.
Hey, he's probably got blackmail footage on all the ADs and presidents of the ACC.
He's got tapes like how Mike McDaniel had it on Stephen Ross to last as long as he did, honestly. That's
maybe
a fact
there. Maybe he's a friend of Abella Danger too, and we just don't know about it.
That, and he also knows that Mama San down there that Robert Kraft's friends with or whatever.
Oh, Mama San, happy ending.
Mama San, hi Mama San. I take care of my family. They're as important to me as that massage parlor. So yeah. Well, guys, before we get out, great show as always. I want to thank everybody that participated in the chat. Larry, Rocky, Anthony, Ellen V. Guys, thank you for always coming on, taking the time out of your busy schedule. Final thoughts before we close out, and you get to see that awesome outro intro video I made, Two Pair.
My bad, I didn't catch it.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. No, just your final thoughts before we cut on out of here, because I can't wait till you see this video before we leave. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
The show.
Thoughts. Ready for this Super Bowl. College basketball is heating up.
Yeah.
High school basketball is heating up as well. Just, man.
And text me that game. And sorry to cut you off, but text me that next home game. I'd like to see if I can make it if I'm in town. So yeah, for sure.
I'll get you the schedule.
Yeah,
I'll put the schedule in the group chat.
For sure.
But no, yeah, man. With all the basketball, I just really hope we get a good Super Bowl.
I hope so too.
I really do hope we get a good Super Bowl. And Tennessee winning on the road like this,
2 in a row.
I feel like this Auburn game is gonna be BTA.
Yep, it is gonna be a big one.
I'll be there Saturday night. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. I think, but no, I just want to leave that, man. Like, and Kim Caldwell's coaching her ass off.
Yep.
Kim Caldwell.
Well deserved. So finally,
they're gonna be a great story to watch the rest of the way through. They're gonna be a great story.
Absolutely. Shane, final thoughts, brother, before we close this one out and we get to see the outro video?
I promise Coach's Corner is coming soon. I've been a little busy, but we're going to get going.
Absolutely, for sure. Big game, Kerry Reeves. Final thoughts before we close it out.
Another great night being with you guys. Looking forward to Tuesday. Join me at 8 o'clock Tuesday. We're going to get knee deep into the Super Bowl, and we're going to talk a lot of college basketball because things are starting to heat up. Things are starting to get going, and preview a bit of the Winter Olympics, which is coming up next, which is starting next weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to all three of these topics we're going to be talking about. We're going to have a lot of fun. Tonight was awesome. Tonight's always awesome, especially when we get the callers like Larry and Rocky. And Anthony. Oh, God. It's always great to get those guys in here. It's always a lot of fun. Looking forward to Tuesday night. I'll see you guys then. We're going to have a good time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, guys, you know how we end every show. We always throw up that W because remember, that cause don't stop when that clock hits 0. So for everybody that joined the chat and everybody continue to join our cause, smash that like button. And Two-Pair, just watch the screen, baby, and watch this video that I've made. It's going to be even better next week, but I think you'll appreciate it. We go in style now, and I want to thank everybody once again. Rebels with a cause, because that cause don't stop when that clock hits 0.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah. Straight out of Marble City. Rebel, you what they say. Yeah. Golden W's out. What? Came up running routes on a chalked up field. Hoops on a black top chain, that's cheap meals. West on a jersey, now west in the heart. We were just a little crude and the mission turned hard. Stallion talk strong, he gon' stand on truth. Two-Pair Tate got the cards for the lost our youth. Coach Shane, old Mac with the game time plan. Big game, Kerry Reeves, show you how to be a stand-up man. Straight out of the west side, throw them W's up, watch the whole world ride. RUSC, yeah, say it with your chest. It's not just a brand, it's a whole new line. We some rebels with a cause, all about that real talk. Clock hits 0, but the grind don't walk off. RUSC, yeah, carry it for all of us. It's not just a name, it's the way we stand tall. We don't just chill when the crowd get loud. We stay in the city when the lights die down. Show love to the kids on the crack cement. Dropping knowledge in the huddle like it's heaven sent. Talk grades, talk faith, talk how to treat moms. Talk pain, talk pressure, how to keep calm. From the bleachers to the barbershop, past that flame. Every jersey, every nickname, learn the same last name.